Save big during Labor Day at Lowe's. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, buy more to get up to an additional 20% off. Shop even more savings with 3 Stay Green 1 cubic foot vegetable and flower garden soil bags for $10. This Labor Day, take care of your home for less at Lowe's. We help, you save. Valid through 9/3. Soil offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location. Select locations only. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details. Lowe's knows that no matter your paint project, saving is at the top of your list. That's why when you shop today, you can buy one, get one free select Valspar and HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams one-coat coverage interior paints via rebate. Shop these deals in-store or online today at Lowe's. We help, you save. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. See sales associate for details. Offer valid 8/21 through 9/3.
Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, Counter-Spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve.
Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet. Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into our time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
Crime on this Friday with Adventures of Sam Spade starring Howard Duff and The Adventures of Nick Carter, Master Detective starring Lon Clark, both from this date in 1948. An Adventure of Suspense, Joseph Kearnes in a not very nice role, Hold Up, and The Whistler from 83 years ago from their very first season, The Letter. And we'll wrap it all up with The Couple Next Door. That's all coming up on this Friday. This is the 22nd day of August, 241st day of the year, 124 days left in 2025. USSR tested their first atomic bomb in 1949. Strom Thurmond ended the longest filibuster in Senate history on this date in 1957. He spoke for more than 24 hours against the Civil Rights Bill, but the bill passed anyway. The Beatles played their last major live concert at Candlestick Park, California, on this date in 1966. In 1967, the final episode of The Fugitive, the highest-rated TV show ever at the time, and still the third most watched of all time.
You killed it, didn't you? You killed my wife, didn't you? Didn't you? You killed. Yeah, I killed her. Why? Because she wouldn't let me go. Like to claw my eyes out. I didn't mean to hit her so hard. Yeah, I killed her. Now I'm going to kill you. Won't have to worry about you again no more.
Now, the second most watched was Who Shot JR in Dallas. Most watched, the MASH finale. But the third most watched and the most watched as of 1967 was The Fugitive on this date in 1967. Now, in 2005, Hurricane Katrina slammed into the Gulf Coast, destroying beachfront towns in Mississippi and Louisiana, displacing 1 million people and killing more than 1,000. In the days that followed, people sought refuge wherever they could, including these folks on an elevated portion of I-10.
They put us up here to die.
We're trying to be honest citizens, but if we die up here, it's because of the state of Louisiana. Just let us die up here.
Evacuation orders came way too late for people to get out of town. Buses couldn't be organized. People got to the highest ground they could, some folks, on elevated portions of I-10. That was on this date 20 years ago today. And it was on this date in 2008, John McCain picked Alaska Governor Sarah Palin to be his running mate.
When Senator McCain gave me this opportunity, he had a short list of highly qualified men and women. And to have made that list at all, it was a privilege. And to have been chosen brings a great challenge.
And Sarah Palin would have had a chance if she'd been paired with a better candidate. John McCain was not going to win. We knew it from the day he was selected. John McCain was not going to win. Among those passing away on this date in history, the second president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, Brigham Young. Also, Adolphus Bush III, a businessman, brewmaster. Journalist and author Lowell Thomas. Also, Swedish actress Ingrid Bergman. The very, very funny Archie Campbell. Actor Lee Marvin. Gene Wilder passing away on this date, along with the Lou Grant man himself, Ed Asner, all passing away on this date in history. We turn to birthdays on this date, and it includes Willard Waterman, the second great Gildersleeve, who had a lot of other great radio roles as well. Actress Ingrid Bergman. From the Jeffersons, Isabel Sanford. Musician Charlie Parker. Singer Dinah Washington. Also Robin Leach, who, in addition to his television hosting duties, was a writer for the Las Vegas Sun newspaper. Michael Jackson, the king of pop, and One Direction's Liam Payne, who passed away last year at the age of 31 years of age. All those folks born on this date, and they have all left this mortal coil.
Hi, this is Jeff Foxworthy. It is now time for the birthday announcements. The following people are now officially older than dirt.
And those who are still with us selling birthdays on this date include actor Elliot Gould, 87 today. The first Canadian to walk in space, Chris Hadfield, is 66. From Risky Business, Rebecca De Mornay is 66 as well. From Yellowstone, Jennifer Landon is 42. From Glee and Scream Queens, Leah Michelle is 39. And from CW's Beauty and the Beast and Ravenswood, Nicole Gail Anderson is 35. Those just a few of the people celebrating the 29th day of August as their birthday. If this is your birthday,
happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
And we'll get things started on this Friday Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox with an episode of The Adventures of Sam Spade, starring Howard Duff, 77 years ago, August 29, 1948. That's next.
Save big during Labor Day at Lowe's. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, buy more to get up to an additional 20% off. Shop even more savings with 3 Stay Green 1 cubic foot vegetable and flower garden soil bags for $10. This Labor Day, take care of your home for less at Lowe's. We help, you save. Valid through 9/3. Soil offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location. Select locations only. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.
Government officials suggest that every family store a 2-week emergency food and water supply in case of attack. Choose canned or dried foods that can be eaten without cooking.
Now we're going to head back to a Sunday, August 29th, 1948, and we're going to start off with an episode of The Adventures of Sam Spade, starring Howard Duff and the Lawless Caper.
The Adventures of Sam Spade, Detective. Brought to you by Wild Root Cream Oil Hair Tonic, the non-alcoholic hair tonic that contains lanolin. Wild Root Cream Oil. Again and again, the choice of men who put good grooming first.
Sam Spade Detective Agency.
Hey, it's me, Sammy the Spade.
Sam, it's not true, is it?
Every word of it. What?
That you've been consorting with unsavory characters?
Well, she was a savory enough girl, Effie, although a crook.
Well, according to the paper, she's practically a murderess. Not to mention that she's dancing the Roomba with you.
That's a lie.
There's a picture of you. Virginia Vale, gangland glamour girl, caught at the Club Iberia in barefoot Roomba with private eye.
It was not a Roomba, it was a bambuco.
Oh, Sam, not over the phone.
I can't stop it. Stay where you are. I'll be right down to dictate my report on the Lawless Caper.
Dashiell Hammett, America's leading detective fiction writer and creator of Sam Spade, the hard-boiled private eye, and William Spear, radio's outstanding producer-director of mystery and crime drama, join their talents to make your hair stand on end with the Adventures of Sam Spade. Presented by the makers of Wild Root Cream Oil for the hair. Say, have you gotten acquainted with Wild Root Cream Oil yet? Tell you what, mister, if you haven't, even if you don't use any hair tonic at all, why not ask at your drug or toilet goods counter tonight or tomorrow for the brand new 25-cent Get Acquainted bottle of Wild Root Cream Oil. You'll like the way Wild Root Cream Oil grooms your hair neatly and naturally, relieves dryness, and removes loose dandruff. You never dreamed one hair tonic could do so much. So give it a try. Get the generous new 25-cent bottle of Wild Root Cream Oil. Again and again, the choice of men who put good grooming first. And now, with Howard Duff starring as Spade, Wild Root brings to the air the greatest private detective of them all in the Adventures of Sam Spade.
I think I'm getting it now.
You even lost your shoes.
Ready, sweetheart?
Yes, Sam.
No questions?
No, Sam.
That picture in the paper doesn't mean a thing, Effie. There was nothing between Virginia and me.
Just wasn't room.
Well, that bambuco, you know, that's the way we dance it. Authentic.
Sam, I troubled to call my girlfriend, Edna Mae Schwartz, who is an instructor at Arthur Murray's.
Mm-hmm.
I quote, "The partners exchange graceful nods in the center of the dance floor and then separate.
Well,
As a senorita provocatively leads a pursuing caballero through a series of gay whirls, turns, and figures."
There, you see, provocative.
But he never catches her, Sam.
Well, I had my shoes off. That gave me the advantage.
You know best, Sam.
Well, that clears that up. Date?
August 29th.
I will give the date. Fill it in.
That still doesn't explain your operating on the wrong side of the law.
Down, Effie. This goes to John M. Lawless.
A known gangster.
What else? From Samuel Spade, license number 137596. Dun, 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 dun.
Boom.
Well, thank you, Effie. Subject, Joe Morales. Dear Johnny, you hired me yesterday morning, but the real start of it was back in 45. Flashback. San Francisco was just recovering from VJ Day, and crime was practically at a standstill because your number one competitor in the West Coast mobs had just been rubbed out, and you were on trial for same. Nothing about the trial made any sense. The tea-time chatter in the better pool rooms was that you were taking the rap for your worst enemy, Joe Morales. What made even less sense, the lawyer defending you was Joe's brother. So I wasn't a bit surprised to receive your check for $25, together with an invitation to be in the third row of the courtroom when the jury returned the verdict. I was.
The defendant will please rise. Step forward, please. Have you anything to say why judgment of this court should not be passed upon you?
Yeah. It's a bad beef.
The judgment of this court is that you, John Lawless, for the crime of manslaughter, having feloniously run down, run over, and killed with a certain automobile the deceased person named in the indictment, and having subsequently departed the scene in violation of the hit-and-run statute, are hereby sentenced to a term of 3 to 10 years in the state prison of the state of California.
You didn't even look at the judge while he was dishing it out. Your eyes were on the man sitting directly in front of me. The man you were supposed to be taking the rap for. The man you deliberately planted me behind, Joe Morales. I wondered what that meant. When the judge brought down his gavel, I found out. You came up the aisle with a deputy on one arm and your lawyer on the other. He seemed upset about something.
I'm sorry, Johnny. I did the best I could. They've given me the judge I asked for.
You passed on the jury, you cheap shyster.
Okay, just wait till you get my bill.
Shut up. Wait a minute, Sheriff. I want to speak to a friend.
Okay, Johnny, hurry it. We got a train to catch.
Hey, you, Joe.
Yeah, Johnny?
I got just this to say to you. I'm going up, but I'm not staying, see? If I'm not paroled out in 3, I'll break out. Either way, I'll get you, even if it means a murder rap.
Oh, now listen, Johnny.
You heard me, Spade?
Yeah, Johnny, I wish I hadn't.
Come on, Johnny, we gotta go.
Okay. Don't forget what I said, Joe. So long, Sam.
Good luck, Johnny.
Hey, Sally.
Yeah, Joe?
You hear what he said?
I know.
He's gonna knock me. This guy's a witness. Name is Spade. Spade, my brother Sally.
Salvador Morales. You may have heard of me.
Yeah, if I'm ever up in a hit and run, remind me not to hire you.
Come along, Spade, where we can talk quietly. Just over here. My conference room.
Look, we got nothing to talk about.
Oh, yes, we have.
Watch it. I just got this suit pressed.
Yeah, right in here.
Sally, is it all over? How did it come out?
Where were you?
In here. I couldn't force myself to stay out there. What did he get?
3 to 10.
3 to 10, is that... Oh, I mean, how terrible. How terrible.
Best I could do. This is Sam Spade, my dear. Miss Virginia Vale, Johnny Lawless's fiancée.
The San Quentin widow.
Well, how's tricks, Virginia?
Why did they bring you here?
Maybe they know.
He's a witness.
Witness?
To a threat Johnny made against my brother's life. My own client.
What's funny?
Ask your brother. That threat would even get you a writ against him to keep the peace.
What do you mean, Sam?
Sweetheart, threats don't mean anything in law unless they're backed up by some action. Even if he told you the when, the where, and the how, it wouldn't be worth anything until you're dead.
But it would be worth something then?
Sure, shows premeditation.
Then if he knew he was overheard and you'd be forced to testify if anything happened to Joe...
Hey, beautiful, what are you trying to do to me?
Oh, I mean, he'd think twice before he tried anything. You'd be safe, Joe.
Well, honey, I didn't know you cared.
About you, I don't. I just wouldn't want Johnny to do anything foolish.
End of flashback. That was 3 years ago. A lot of big news has broken since then, but the only items that interested you in San Quentin were printed on the inside pages of the local press. Item: Virginia Vale, your fiancée, got herself engaged to Joe Morales, your worst enemy. And item: Salvador Sally Morales, your mouthpiece, had taken over your mob. Which brings us up to yesterday morning. Yeah?
That you, Sam?
Who's this?
Johnny Lawless, remember me?
No.
I was hoping you'd say that. Look, Sam, I got a job for you.
Call Peeper Breen. He may need it bad enough.
I've got no contacts in the mobs anymore. This is clean.
How clean?
A chance to save an innocent man from the gas chamber.
Well,
There's $1,000 in it for you.
Wait till I get a pencil. Now, what was the address?
The Alma Arms on Pine Street near Jones.
Yeah?
Buzz me 3 times. 1 long, 2 short. And make sure there's no one on your tail.
Got it. I was not tailed. I found your name on the bell panel, buzzed 1 long and 2 short, and the automatic lock clicked me in. You were waiting 1 flight up in the open door of your apartment. You didn't say anything, just made sure it was me, motioned me inside, locked the door, and led me back to a bedroom.
Well, there it is, Sam.
Mm-hmm. Joe Morales. Dead about 3 hours, I'd say. 4 slugs, chest, shoulder, and head. Looks like amateur work, a professional aims for the belly, or did you mean it to look like an amateur job?
Would I be sap enough to drop him in my own apartment? Besides, he's my lawyer's brother, and I might need Sally again.
Why did you call me?
Well, you heard what I said to Joe after the trial.
Who told you that, Virginia?
Yeah, but she didn't have to. Didn't I ask you to sit there?
Oh, that's one thing that worries me.
Look, let's go in the other room, huh? I feel like a drink. Well, here's my pitch, Sam. I checked out of San Quentin yesterday morning. I didn't have a mark against me. The warden himself put my case before the parole board. He called me the ideal prisoner.
Shall we dance?
Okay, Sam, okay. But a man can change a lot in 3 years. So can a woman. Virginia met me at the gate when we drove into the city. We didn't have a thing to say to each other. The way I felt by the time the ride was over, Joe could have her and welcome. I had other plans.
Such as?
Well, the parole board was getting me a job with a mining firm, a surveyor. I took a course up at Quentin.
You seriously expect me to swallow this line of guff?
Listen, you don't get fat making a living on the mace. Take half of these guys you hear telling the world what wonders they are at puffing boxes, knocking over joints, and the rest of the lays. Yeah, not half of them make 3 meals a day at it. Then what chance has a guy without a regular racket? And, brother, that's me.
I'll buy that for now. Let's talk about that dead body.
All right. Well, I called Joe on the phone this morning, see, and I told him to meet me here at 3 this afternoon. I wanted to tell him, forget about what I said about how I was going to get him. Not that I wanted to write off that rap I took for him. But if he was scared, he might come gunning for me. I might have to break parole to defend myself. About Virginia, like I told you, we got nothing to talk about.
Yeah, it was beautiful while it lasted. So he was due here at 3, huh?
Huh? Yeah. I was held up. As a matter of fact, I was with my lawyer at the time.
Sally?
Yeah, I phoned the building and told the superintendent to let Joe in, and then I got here about 4:15. But I didn't find him till just before 6 when I called you, Sam.
How come?
Well, I just didn't look in the bedroom. I figured he got tired waiting and left, you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, look, Johnny, assuming your story is true, and if it isn't, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, who do you think did it?
Well, that depends on why. If it was somebody gunning for him, it would depend on what's going in the mob since I've been in Clinton. You know more about that than I do. If it was somebody trying to frame me...
What do you mean, trying?
Hey, wait a minute.
I got a phone homicide. You must have known that when you called me.
Yeah, that's why I ripped the wires out.
That's cute. That's very cute.
Oh,
that makes you look real good.
Look, Sam, look. I'm not asking you to do anything extracurricular. Sure, you have to yell cop, but you'll do it over a pay station downstairs. And by the time anybody can get back up here, that stiff will be out.
It will. Well, how's that going to be done?
I got a friend in the undertaking business. Met him up at Quinton. He just installed a new crematorium.
You should have called him first.
I did, but I can call him off.
You're stir-happy.
Look, Sam, look. How about it, huh? So the cops come in tonight, tomorrow. Who cares? Not Joe, the weather he'll keep. What do you say, Sam? What do you say?
I say you're probably bluffing, that you got no way of getting rid of the stiff, but on the outside chance that you might not be bluffing, I'll string along with you for a couple of hours. If I don't turn up anything by then, the deal is off.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah, but this isn't...
Hey!
Sorry, I got to do it. I hated to do it, Johnny. You were out of condition and you weren't expecting it. But I wanted you to look like a hospital case. After you went down and out, I transferred my fee from your wallet to mine, examined your wounds, and decided you were good for 2 hours at St. Agnes Hospital, where I know the head nurse. Incidentally, that reminds me. So without further delay, I toted you downstairs, threw you into a taxi, and delivered you to the ambulance entrance. That's when I remembered that I had forgotten one thing. I hadn't given you a chance to call off your alleged undertaker friend. I was sure that part of your story was bluff, but just to make sure, I rushed back to your apartment in less time than it takes the average undertaker to back his hearse out of the garage, I thought. When I got there, I wasn't so sure. The apartment had been tidied up, ashtrays emptied, glasses put away. They'd even vacuumed the rug. The blood-stained bedspread had been removed, and with it, the corpus delicti. I found myself humming an old tune. I ain't got no body.
The makers of Wild Root Cream Oil are presenting the weekly Sunday adventure of Dashiell Hammett's famous private detective, Sam Spade. Now, here's important news on good grooming. If you want the well-groomed look that helps you get ahead, socially and on the job, listen. Recently, thousands of people from coast to coast who bought Wild Root Cream Oil for the first time were asked, how does Wild Root Cream Oil compare with the hair tonic you previously used? The results were amazing. Better than 4 out of 5 who replied said they preferred Wild Root Cream Oil. Remember, non-alcoholic Wild Root Cream Oil contains lanolin. It grooms the hair naturally, relieves dryness, and removes loose, ugly dandruff. So if you want your hair to be more attractive than ever before, get the generous new 25-cent size of Wild Root Cream Oil, America's leading hair tonic, on sale at all drug and toilet goods counters. It's also available in larger economy bottles and a handy new tube. Get Wild Root Cream Oil. Again and again, the choice of men who put good grooming first. By the way, smart girls use Wild Root Cream Oil, too. And mothers say it's grand for training children's hair. And now, back to the Lawless Caper. Tonight's adventure with Sam Spade.
In most murder cases, there are too many suspects, too many motives, and too many clues from the very beginning. I'd been on this one 3 hours, and I succeeded in turning up no suspects, no clues, and the most shameful thing of all, I had lost the body of the victim. I consoled myself with the thought that he was in no condition to tell me anything anyway. But then neither were you, Johnny. You'd checked out of the hospital, no forwarding address. But in a gin mill down in the Mission, I found a character with the unlikely name of Porky Grout. Porky is theoretically alive and will tell all he knows about anybody, which is plenty, for 2 fingers of rye. I gave him a handful. Easy.
The Joe Morales mob.
Yeah.
They dusted this town. They moved to Las Vegas 5-6 months ago.
How come Joe stayed in San Francisco?
Oh, him and his brother had a beef with each other.
That's Sally Morales, the lawyer?
Yeah, the mouthpiece.
Not too close. What was it all about?
Oh, that dame, Virginia Vale. After she and Joe framed Johnny Lawless on that hit-and-run job, they disagreed on methods of administration.
Not so close.
No. So she and Sally team up. And Sally uses his business connections to pull off this big combine, you see?
Yeah, I heard of it, Las Vegas. How do I get to Sally?
My throat's dry. I can't hardly talk.
Hey, Riley, put out the bottle. And bring an Airwick.
Yeah, that's right. Oop, it's so sloppy.
Easy. I'll help you. Great, huh? Great stuff. Not too close.
Now, when do you want to get to him? Tonight?
Right now.
Let me see. The dame don't dance to nothing but rumba music, and she don't drink nothing but imported French champagne.
Yeah.
Furthermore, she don't go nowhere where she don't get her picture taken. And he don't dare take a drink in a place that pays him protection. Well, this being after hours, there's only approximately one place they could be at. That's the Iberia out on Van Ness.
Yeah. Thank you and good night, Porky Grout. If your friends won't tell you, I will.
What?
Please don't bother to answer. I didn't have any trouble picking out their table. Virginia spotted me at about the same time, grabbed up her purse, muttered an excuse to her escort, and edged around the dance floor. She caught me in the middle of a bambuco, a combination of a rumba, a samba, and guaracha, and whirled me lightly out onto the floor. I followed as best I could.
Listen to me. You shouldn't have come here.
How did I know our first dance would be a bambuco?
Now, you danced divinely, but you must leave at once. Sally is insanely jealous, and he's in an especially bad mood tonight.
Yeah, so am I.
I know why you came.
You one up on me.
Johnny Lawless has been in touch with you, hasn't he?
You talked to him since yesterday morning?
No. He's bound to get in touch with you. I don't know what story he's told you, but don't believe a word of it. He only wants to get you out of the way so he can get back at Joe. Still thinks Joe framed him into San Quentin.
Oh, you can stop worrying about Joe.
Huh? Sam, what are you...
He's dead, if that's news to you.
I think you'd better talk to Sally after all. Come on.
Well, just getting the hang of it.
Well, my dear, so you've met another old friend.
Hello, Sally.
Hello. Sit down, Spade.
Thanks.
Sally.
Huh?
Sam says Joe is dead.
Joe? Murdered?
Yeah.
Well, it was bound to happen. I warned him to get out of town before Johnny Lawless came back.
Johnny says he was with you when it happened.
Juries don't go for alibis, Spade. Best defense I could give him would be that I defend him despite the fact he's accused of killing my own brother. But look here. As his attorney, I have the right to know what he retained you for.
To find out who did kill Joe. That's what he said.
Have you found out?
Not yet.
Any leads?
Not many.
Now, what's the difficulty?
The corpse. Somebody swiped it.
You can't mean that.
I can, and I do.
Well, that doesn't make sense. Unless Johnny arranged it himself. But he couldn't have. No contacts. Of course, he might have disposed of it without help. It's been done, you know.
Not tonight. I'm his alibi there.
I don't believe it. You're just telling that story to see how we'll react.
That's why I'm telling it, but it's not a story. It's the McCoy.
Sally, what can it mean? If Johnny didn't do it, then somebody must have done it to frame him. And if they did that, they wouldn't turn around and get rid of the evidence, would they?
What? Well, the whole thing is wild.
You know, there might have been two people who thought they were a team, but one of them was really working against the other and for Johnny.
Huh?
Well, that's absurd, isn't it, Sally?
Is it, my dear?
He's trying to play us off against each other. Don't fall for it, Sally. I had nothing to do with any of it. You've got to believe that.
Yes, I was sure of you when Johnny was out of the way.
You wanted him out of the way. You admit it.
You're still in love with him, aren't you? Aren't you?
Alice, you're hurting me.
Hurting you? I'll help the DA write his brief. You'll go to Tehachapi for body snatching.
Go ahead. I can't wait to get on the stand. The things I'll tell about you, how you let Johnny go up on that hit and run when you knew it was my idea and I was in the car with Joe.
You will. Not a jury in the country would blame me for protecting my own brother.
Protecting him? You were framing him even then, so you could have me for yourself.
Oh, I'll have you in the gas chamber if you keep insisting.
Your own brother. Squeeze out of that one if you can.
How about the body?
Love of woman surpasses brotherly love. I can see the jury now, eating it up. Victim of a designing woman caught in the toilet.
Nuts. I don't care whether either of you is guilty or both or neither or whatever. If I get that body back tonight, I'll let the cops worry about it. If I don't, I'll confess to everything myself and name all three of you as accomplices.
All right, Spade. You say your only concern is that body?
Right.
Here's $500. Another $500 when you find it, huh? Does that convince you?
Well, it helps.
Here, my diamonds. Take them all.
No, keep the diamonds, Virginia. If Sally gets sent up first, you'll need them for your defense. Think it over, kids. I'm calling the cops right now. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Boom. Dun, 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 dun. I think it's 1 foot back.
Homicide, Lieutenant Garrett.
Roy, Sam Spade. Where's Dundee?
Oh, he's asleep. Sam, I've been trying to reach you.
Yeah, but do you know why?
Why, sure, about Johnny Lawless. Is there something we don't know, Sam?
Well, I'll come down and give you a statement. It's about Joe Morales.
Well, what about him?
Well, he got knocked off, and somebody lifted the corpse.
Oh, Sam, nobody lifted it.
Then who did?
We picked it up, Sam, right after you called us.
Right after Oh, yeah. Yeah, what time was that?
Let's see, I got it here. 20 minutes past 6. Lose your watch?
That ain't all.
What's that, Sam?
Call you back. What's up, Sally?
Come out of there.
Well, I wasn't planning to spend the night in a phone booth. Why the heater?
It's for you, Sam.
You must be nuts pulling a gun in a crowded joint like this.
Hey, stop looking at it. Come on. Up those stairs.
Now, look, Sally.
In there.
Easy. Where's your girlfriend?
Well, I sent her home, Sam. She can't stand the sight of blood.
You clown.
Oh. You were pretty funny, too, when you made that phone call. I didn't believe you'd go through with it.
What makes you think I'm interested in that old rap? Johnny's already done the time for it. Joe can't talk, and I don't want to.
I don't care what you want. It's what I want. That's what counts.
Does it? You wanted Virginia? You got her.
Oh, not the point. Just doesn't sound good. Salvador Morella's sweetheart going up on a murder rap.
Well, you trimmed it down to manslaughter for Johnny Lawless, and she's enough prettier to rate an acquittal, or are we talking about the same killing? You think Virginia killed Joe Morales, don't you? Why? Because she seems so anxious to pin it on Johnny Lawless.
Well?
Well, nothing. Only I've got a score to settle with Johnny Lawless myself, you see. He left me out in a limb with that body snatch. If I can pin the killing on him, I got a story for the cops. Now, show how smart you are. Shoot me.
I fully intend to.
Now, look.
Hold it, Sally.
Hello, Johnny.
Hey, you can do it yourself, Johnny. I was going to do it for you, but you can do it yourself.
I don't get it.
He's trying to pin that murder on you, Johnny.
Like you pinned that old hit and run on me?
But it's not the same, Johnny. Joe's killing is worth life if you're lucky.
I never had much luck.
Let him have it, Johnny. What have you got to lose? Well, you want me to...
No. Step back, Sally. Okay. He dead?
Yeah. You planned it different, didn't you, Johnny?
Yeah, but I might as well get two for the price of one. Yeah, I planned it different, but I don't seem to care anymore.
Well, then you won't need that.
Huh?
Sorry, Johnny. By the way, I'd like to thank you for keeping me in the clear.
How come?
That phone call you made the homicide using my name. Without that, I might be going up with you.
How'd you figure it?
Nobody but you had anything to gain by making that body seem to disappear. You knew I wouldn't check with the police till I'd made a try at locating it on my own. You knew I'd use the disappearance as a handle to shake what I could out of Sally and Virginia. You knew they'd suspect each other because I had you alibied for the time of the body snatch, and that would start them screaming accusations at each other.
Did they say enough to send them up?
Yeah, I don't know how much will stick, but enough.
They both admit Joe did that hit-and-run job I was sent up for?
He and Virginia together.
So she was with him. 3 years ago, I wouldn't have wanted to know that. Now it sounds good.
I didn't think it really sounded good to you. I was sorry to hear it myself, and after all, I'd only danced a bambuco with a mouse. I'm sorry things turned out the way they did, and it's a little late to be making with the advice, but, well, you know, the best laid plans of mice and men gang after glaive.
What?
And as you say, what chance has a man got without a regular racket? Period. End of report.
Well, heavens to Betsy.
Oh.
How can you be so sympathetic with a girl who did all those terrible things?
Oh, I know, F, I know. It's a silly dance, but she looked cute while she was doing it.
I don't mean the dance.
You mean the best laid plans?
What does that mean, Sam? That gang aft to glade?
I'll give you a hint, sweetheart. It's something you never need worry about.
No.
Here's why, men. Here's why Wild Root Cream Oil is again and again the choice of men who put good grooming first. Wild Root Cream Oil grooms the hair neatly and naturally without giving it that plastered down look. Wild Root Cream Oil relieves annoying dryness and removes that loose, ugly dandruff. So if you're not using it now, or if you're not using any hair tonic, get Wild Root Cream Oil at your drug or toilet goods counter in the new 25-cent Get Acquainted size bottle. Also, ask your barber for a professional application of Wild Root Cream Oil Hair Tonic. Again and again, the choice of men who put good grooming first.
Well, here it is, Sam. My, terribly confusing.
I sensed that somehow.
Who was that hit-and-run victim?
Well, they named that dance after him, George L. Bambuco.
I don't believe it. Sam, what does it mean? What does it mean? You know.
Gang after glay? Snafu.
Oh, why didn't you say so? Dialects yet. Good night, Sam.
Good night, sweetheart.
The Adventures of Sam Spade, Dashiell Hammett's famous private detective, are produced and directed by William Spear. Sam Spade is played by Howard Duff. Lorene Tuttle is Effie. The Adventures of Sam Spade are written for radio by Bob Tallman and Gil Dowd. Musical direction is by Lud Gluskin with score composed by Renee Garrigang. Join us again next Sunday when author Dashiell Hammett and producer William Spear join forces for another adventure with Sam Spade. Brought to you by Wild Root Cream Oil. Again and again, the choice of men who put good grooming first. This is Dick Joy reminding you to
get Wild Root Cream Oil, Charlie. It keeps your hair in trim. You see, it's non-alcoholic, Charlie. It's made with soothing lanolin. You better get Wild Root Cream Oil, Charlie. Start using it today. You'll find that you will have a tough time, Charlie, keeping all the gals away. Hiya, Baldy. Get Wild Root right away.
50,000 Americans die from tuberculosis every year. Yet tuberculosis is curable. The disease can be wiped out. The secret is discover it in its early stages. Why not be sure you and your family don't have tuberculosis by getting a chest X-ray right away? This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
And 8 o'clock Eastern Time on Sunday, August 29th, 1948, The Adventures of Sam Spade, Detective on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Let's take a look at the newspapers from that Sunday in just a moment.
There are two air raid warning signals. A steady blast of 3 to 5 minutes means attack is probable. A wavering tone or series of short blasts means take cover.
Now let's take a look at some of the news headlines from 77 years ago today on Sunday, August 29th, 1948. Jacob M. Lomaskin, ousted by the State Department as Soviet Consul General in New York, sailed for Sweden yesterday aboard the liner Stockholm. The 44-year-old envoy, stripped of his credentials by President Truman, accompanied by his wife and 2 children. The Stockholm is scheduled to arrive in Sweden September 6. The Navy's Caroline Mars flashed over land, water, and mountain yesterday to set a new 4,748-mile distance record for flying boats. The nonstop trip took the colossal craft from Honolulu to Ann Arbor, Michigan, and Chicago in 24 hours and 2 minutes. Continued warm and humid Sunday, very little relief on Monday in Chicago. Federal forecasters could give no better news than that yesterday, as deaths from the summer's longest heat spell rose to 123 in the eastern half of the nation. Coke Stevenson, wartime governor of Texas last night, leading Congressman Lyndon B. Johnson in the race for Democrat nominations for the U.S. Senate. Stevenson, who waged an easygoing campaign against the congressman, an aggressive 40-year-old Navy veteran, gained the lead on account by the Texas Election Bureau. The predominantly leftist World Congress of Intellectuals in Poland condemned last night what it described as a handful of self-interested people in America and Europe who are seeking war. The Congress called for the establishment of peace committees throughout the world to avert a new conflict. Communist-led attacks on the city government and new Russian-American incidents increased the tension yesterday in blockaded Berlin. An American military government document charged Russia was attempting to foment spontaneous riots to pave the way for intervention by the Soviet Army. The document called the week's two communist invasions of City Hall a part of the scheme. In London, American and British diplomats predicted an early four-power announcement on the four-power Kremlin talks. American, British, and French envoys in Moscow met, but there was no word of a communique. Congressional spy investigators formally accused the White House last night of refusing to help protect the national security. In a report on communist espionage in the U.S. government, the House Un-American Activities Committee said these top 5 points. Its inquiry has been hampered at every turn by White House obstructive tactics and refusal to supply information. Number 2, the failure of Attorney General Clark to enforce laws against spying as vigorously as he should is largely responsible for the growth and power of the communist conspiracy in America. Third, laws must be passed to crack down on spying and communist activities. 4, it is making no specific charges of perjury at this time. And 5th, in the sensational controversy between Alger Hiss and Whittaker Chambers, it believes the burden of proof has definitely shifted from Chambers to Hiss. Those some of the day's top news stories from the newspapers of Sunday, August 29th, 1948. On your radio next, we go to Mutual for Nick Carter, Master Detective.
Every family should have a home shelter area. Every family should stock that shelter area with a 2-week supply of food and water. Prepare now to survive disaster.
Now we go from CBS to Mutual in a 6:30 Eastern Time program. Nick Carter, Master Detective, starring Lon Clark. That was originally broadcast also 77 years ago today, August 29th, 1948, the case of the failing eyes.
New post-war Old Dutch cleanser, famous for chasing dirt, presents Nick Carter, famous for chasing crime. Every week at this time, 2 great names are joined, as new post-war Old Dutch cleanser brings you one of the most resourceful and daring characters in all detective fiction, Nick Carter, Master Detective.
You haven't noticed anything at all unusual, Sheriff?
Well, nothing I can think of, Mr. Carter.
Not even some little thing that's out of the ordinary?
Well, the only thing I've seen different is that a lot of folks who never wore glasses are wearing them now.
Hey, wait a minute, Sheriff. You say lots of folks have suddenly taken to wearing glasses?
That's right, Mr. Carter.
Sheriff, that's the answer I was looking for. New glasses. Come on.
Come on where?
To catch a murderer. And there's no time to lose.
And now, the case of the failing eyes. Today's adventure starring Lon Clark as Nick Carter. Brought to you by new post-war Old Dutch cleanser.
This early summer morning, a sleek new car drives into the yard of a small farm in western Pennsylvania. A man and a woman get out briskly, carrying notebooks and sheets of official-looking documents. They approach the tall old farmer who is watching them curiously and explain their business crisply.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
I hope we're not intruding. Permit us to introduce ourselves. My name's Blake, and this is Miss Ransom.
Good morning.
Morning, ma'am.
We're research experts for the Federal Foundation, Mr.
Thomas. Fred Thomas.
Oh, Mr. Thomas. You've heard of the Federal Foundation, of course.
Oh, can't say as I have.
Well, the Federal Foundation is engaged in a nationwide survey of public health.
Mr. Lake and I are one of 1,500 teams of research scientists covering the entire country.
You don't say.
So, if you've got half an hour to spare, we'll get our information as quickly as possible and move on. Ready, Alice?
Yes, all set.
All right. Physical condition of farm? Excellent. Drainage? Good. That's a chemical disposal plant back there, Mr. Thomas.
Yep.
I thought so. Splendid. Electricity? Oh, yes, I see the wiring. Bottled gas for cooking? Excellent. Best conditions for maintenance of health. Got it, Alice?
Right.
Now, your own condition, Mr. Thomas. Age?
70.
Any recent operations or illnesses?
Nope.
Physical condition? The best, I should say. I can say. One moment.
What is it?
Mind if I take a close look at your eyes, Mr. Thomas?
My eyes?
Yes, I see. You're having difficulty reading lately, huh, Mr. Thomas?
Well, matter of fact, I do.
Print is blurred, your eyes seem dim, tendency to squint, headache sometimes, huh?
Yes.
Oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry, Mr. Thomas. Alice.
Yes?
Put down condition of eyes bad. First stages of cataract.
First stages of what?
Cataract.
Yes.
You mean Mr. Thomas is going blind?
Yes, I'm sorry. Cataract, unmistakable symptom. Oh, it's no laughing matter, Mr. Thomas. If you value your eyesight,
son, you almost had me fooled for a minute. It's the same old racket, but with new trimmings.
Mr. Thomas, what do you mean?
You cheap little crook. You think you were handing out this line to a rube? I was a detective for 30 years before I retired to this little place.
Detective? Jerry, let's get out of here.
No, you don't. See your racket ended right now. We ain't got an eye doctor in 100 miles, but we got a fine little jail down in town.
Let go, you hear? Let go.
Old cataract racket, eh? Well, it's finished, Mr.
I told you to
Jerry, no, don't.
What's the letter say, Patsy?
It says, My dear Mr. Carter, in accordance with your wishes, I'm keeping you in touch with news about your old friend, Fred Thomas. I'm very sorry to tell you that Fred is dead.
Dead? Go on, Patsy.
He committed suicide on his farm sometime yesterday.
Suicide?
A note was found in which Fred stated that he had been depressed for some time owing to failure of his health, and that he had decided to give up the struggle.
Oh, that's impossible.
I can't tell you how sorry I am to give you this news. Yours very sincerely, Walter Bleecker, attorney.
I can't believe it, Patsy.
Fred Thomas was pretty close to 70, Nick.
Fred could be 170. He'd never commit suicide.
Well, some people, when their health fails,
Patsy, Fred Thomas worked with my father. He was my father's friend and mine. Fred never gave up a fight. Never.
Well, what do you think happened?
I'm not going to do anything, King, until we've got facts to go on.
Do you want me to write to the lawyer, Bleecker?
No, get your bag packed. We're driving out to Westville at once.
Come in.
Sheriff Park?
In the flesh, mister.
I'd like to talk to you. My name's Nick Carter. This is my secretary, Patsy Bowen.
Hello.
The detective fella, eh? What do you want to talk about?
Fred Thomas.
Nothing to talk about. Case is closed.
Well, Sheriff, I'm not exactly satisfied with the facts as they stand.
You're not, eh?
No, I'm not.
Ain't that too bad? Look, Mr. Nick Carter, we've got a small police department here. Not exactly fancy like your big city outfits, but we know our way around.
I'm sure you do.
So if you've got any idea of making a big show down here...
Excuse me, Sheriff. I don't like to interrupt, but you don't understand. I've come down here to cooperate and help. If there are any headlines, you can have them. Look, Sheriff, Patsy and I just checked in at the Westville Hotel. Would you mind calling the desk clerk?
Why should I do that?
To prove that I'm sincere. Call him and ask him to read you the names of the people who just checked in. If that doesn't satisfy you, we'll get out of town.
No, I think you're crazy. But just to get rid of you, I'll do it. Ellie, get me Sam Woods at the hotel. Yeah. Sam? Now, this is Joe Park. I understand a man and a woman just checked in. What's their names? Mr. Nelson Crane and Miss Paula Brown. Shoe salesman. Well. Thanks, Sam.
Well, Sheriff?
I guess maybe I made a mistake, Mr. Carter. I apologize to you and Miss Vaughn.
Forget it, Sheriff. All I want to do is to find out what happened to my old Fred Thomas.
Oh, come on. We'll go out to Fred's farm right now. And by heaven, if you earn any headlines, I'll split them with you. This is where he was found, Mr. Carter, the day before yesterday.
This the parlor, huh?
Right. Old Mrs. Jameson found his body. She used to clean up for him every few days.
Oh, then Fred lived alone?
All alone, Miss Vaughn. Here's the note we found on the table. Fred was slumped in the chair right in front of it.
My health is going fast. I'm 70 years old. Doesn't seem worth fighting anymore. Sheriff, this doesn't smell right.
No?
This note is printed. Why wasn't it written?
Well, that bothered me, too. But then I remembered. Fred's eyes had been going back on him.
Maybe. But how about the suicide? Did he shoot himself?
Yeah. Through the heart.
You checked the gun for prints?
Yep. The gun's down at the courthouse. But I've got photos with me. Yeah, I'll show them to you. It was a .38 automatic. The bullet checked with the gun, all right. He dusted the prints inside and out. Found Fred's prints all over. Sharp and clear as crystal. Every one of them.
I think the sheriff's right, Nick. Fred must have committed suicide.
No, Patsy. And these photographs prove I'm right. The fingerprints on that gun were placed there after Fred was killed.
They were what?
It's a simple matter, Sheriff. You know that. All the killer had to do was take the dead man's hand, wrap it around the gun,
Of course, Nick, but what makes you so sure that's what happened?
Because the prints are too clear and sharp, Patsy. Especially when Fred's supposed to have held the gun when he shot himself.
Too clear?
Yes, the recoil of the gun in his dying hand would have smudged the prints. They couldn't possibly be sharp.
By heaven, you're right. I've been a fool.
The question now is, who killed Fred Thomas and why?
That's right.
Let's go back to your office, Sheriff, and start thinking. Sheriff, you say Fred had no enemies at all in Westville?
Not one. He was a fine man, and everyone liked him.
And you also say he had nothing worth stealing.
No, nothing was stolen.
Then it gets down to this. Fred must have come across something new, something bad here in Westville. Whatever that was, he was killed as a result. We've got to find what it was.
You name it, Mr. Carter, and we'll find it.
So, Sheriff, you're the man to call the turn now.
I am? Oh.
Well, have you noticed anything new or different or unusual about Westville recently? Suspicious strangers passing through, new businesses, anything?
I can't think of nothing. At least nothing suspicious.
Not even some little thing that's out of the ordinary?
Well, the only thing I've noticed recently is that lots of folks who never wore glasses are wearing them now.
Hey, wait a minute, Sheriff, wait. There are lots of folks have suddenly taken to wearing glasses who never wore them before?
That's right. Even old Jem Small's got a pair.
Why do you mention Jem Small particularly?
Because he'd be the last fella I'd expect to see wearing glasses. Why, Wait a minute. I wonder where Jem got them specs he's wearing.
Well, he probably bought them at the oculist, same as anyone else.
That's just the point, Miss Vaughn. There ain't no oculist in Westville.
Well, if there's no...
When anyone wants glasses, they drive the 16 miles over to Garytown. Jim's been laid up for the last 2 months with a lame back. He couldn't get to Garytown.
Maybe he bought them by mail.
Not Jem Small. He'd want to see what he's buying first.
Sheriff, I think you've given me the answer I was looking for. New glasses.
I don't get you.
Let's go ask Jem Small about it. There's just one chance in 100 that this is the something new that killed Fred Thomas.
Physical condition of farm, excellent. Best conditions for maintenance of health. Got it, Alice?
Right.
Now, about your own condition, Mr. Olson. Age?
I was 65.
Recent operations or illnesses?
Well, 10 years ago, I get appendix taken out.
Nothing serious in that. Now, your physical condition. Well, the best, I should say. One moment.
What is it, Joe?
Do you mind if I take a close look at your eyes, Mr. Olson?
My eyes?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I see. You're having difficulty reading lately, huh? Prints blurred, your eyes seem dim, tendency to squint, headache sometimes, huh?
Yeah, that is right.
Oh, too bad. I'm sorry, Mr. Olson. I've got bad news for you.
Bad news?
Take this, Alice.
Mm-hmm.
Condition of eyes, dangerous. First stages of cataract.
What?
Cataract.
Yes.
You mean I go blind?
I'm sorry, but it looks as if you...
No, not blind. I cannot go blind. Better kill myself.
Oh, it's not as bad as all that, Mr. Olson.
Mister, you and lady, you scientific people from Federal
The Federal Foundation.
You know science. You know about eyes. Maybe you tell me how affects them up, please.
Well, there is a cure, Mr. Olson.
Oh, yeah, tell me.
The Federal Foundation Elixir. Alice, get a bottle.
Right, sir.
Now, this treatment, when taken with the special foundation glasses, retards the progress of cataract.
Oh, yeah, that is good.
Unfortunately, it's a difficult formula to prepare, Mr. Olson. It's rather expensive.
How much?
$100.
$100?
If the price is too much for you, Mr. Olson...
No price too much to pay for eyes. I pay. You wait here. I got money from home.
Get a pair of the foundation glasses, too, Alice.
Wind southwest 24 miles an hour. Barometer 29.91 and falling.
Ernest, I see radio on again.
This afternoon and tonight.
Tell her next time she leaves that on.
WQXQ brings you a special warning. Sheriff Hart, in association with Nick Carter, warns all citizens to be on the lookout for two crooks now working the cataract racket in this county.
That's all right.
A man and a woman claiming to be representatives of the Federal Foundation are working through the farms and selling bogus cures for imaginary cases of cataract. Any information as to their whereabouts should be phoned directly to this station. A reward of $1,000 will be paid.
Jiminy, I get them and I get reward too. Hello, Mrs. Schultz. I want to call radio station right away. Yeah, I hear announcement. I think I win reward. You get radio station pick, please. I think Crooks is here on my farm now. Jiminy, it's right. Take $100 from me. Now I take $1,000 from them. I tell Nick Carter all about this.
Good work, Jimmy.
Yeah, it's our call. Hang up that receiver, quick.
Okay.
We're in a jam, but there's one ray of sunshine. At least this big mouth didn't get through to Nick Carter.
The two crooks stand over Olson's body, and Nick is 70 miles away. We'll see what happens next in just a moment. Now back to The Case of the Failing Eyes. Today's adventure with Nick Carter, brought to you by new post-war Old Dutch cleanser. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Heavy thunderclouds are slowly covering the sky as Nick's long black convertible scorches down the roads, eating up the miles to Olson's farm.
How much further, Sheriff?
Just a few more minutes, Miss Bart.
You know, Nick, I keep thinking about that phone call to the radio station. People kind of make fun of the way local phone operators in the country gossip and listen in to local conversations.
Yeah.
But if that Mrs. Choate, you know, the local operator, hadn't been in the habit of listening in on what people were saying, she wouldn't have been able to relay Mr. Olson's message to us.
Well, I'm still worried about Olson. What do you think happened to him? I'm afraid the crooks overheard his call and shut him up. Ease up, Mr. Carter. Here's Olson's place.
Golly. Thank heaven that's over.
70 miles in 73 minutes. That's traveling.
Oh, it sure is.
Come on. This is Ed Larry here, local police officer. Hi, Ed.
Hi, Joe. Finally got here, didn't you?
Yeah, this is Nick Carter and Miss Patsy Bourne. Ed Larry.
How do you do?
How's Olson, Mr. Larrow?
We don't know, Mr. Carter.
What do you mean?
Seems like he ain't around nowhere, Mr. Carter. Seems like he's disappeared.
Nick. We've checked the house, the barn, shed, and the chicken coops, all the buildings on the farm.
And he ain't in any of them, Mr. Carter.
But he must be here somewhere.
I'll tell you what, Mr. Lara. Suppose you have your men check the rest of the farm. Search all the ditches, gullies, the brook back of the orchard, and so on.
Okay, we'll do that. Let's go, men.
If Olson was murdered, and there's a strong chance he was, the killer may have buried his body. So be on the lookout for fresh-turned earth.
We'll keep our eyes open, Mr. Carter.
All right, Sheriff. Will you come out to the driveway that turns off the road?
What's on your mind?
Tire tread.
Oh?
Rained last night, just enough to make all the tire marks made today plainly visible. Now, look here.
Quite a mess of tracks in this drive. Oh, Mr. Carter, you think you can make anything out of them?
Yeah, maybe. Let's see. This diamond pattern tread belongs to Ed Laro's car. This India balloon is from Olson's truck.
Well, how do you know that, Nick?
I checked him while the sheriff and his men were looking for Olson.
What? Oh, so that's why you didn't go with them.
Yeah. Now, these are the marks of my tires. These triangular treads are from the other officer's car. Also the ones of the straight-boarded van.
Yes, those are from Tom Adams' car. And that accounts for all our cars.
Right. Now, look here, Sheriff. Here's one tire track unaccounted for.
It's a half-moon pattern. Funny looking, too.
And an easy pattern to identify. Sheriff, let's have another look at those pictures you took at the time of Fred Thomas's murder.
Yeah, I got them right here, Nick. You want them all?
Yeah, I remember one in particular, a close-up of the Yeah, here it is.
What? It's a picture from tire marks. How'd you happen to take that one, Sheriff?
Well, I'll tell you. I've been reading a book on detecting, and it said to never overlook a thing.
Uh-huh.
So when I saw these marks and knew that it wasn't Fred's car, I took the picture just in case something might come up later.
And it has, Sheriff. Look closely at this shot.
Nick, that's the same tread.
Yeah. My heaven, that same half-moon pattern.
And since that tread appears in both places where we know the cataract crooks have been, it's 10 to 1 that it's the tread of their car.
I'll buy that. Now what do we do?
Well, this is mostly a backcountry district. Practically all the roads are dirt. Maybe we can follow this tire mark and catch up with those crooks.
Maybe. If the rain holds off.
Yeah. Gotta work fast though to beat the rain. Let's see. The tire marks here from the right are overlapped by those going out to the left. That means the ones to the left are more recent.
Mm-hmm.
Then the killers drove out and turned south on the road.
Right. So let's get in my car and follow the track.
You really think we've got a chance, Nick?
Yes, Patsy, if they stick to the dirt roads. And if the rain holds off.
Straight ahead, Mr. Carter. Straight ahead. I can still make out the half-moon pattern.
They've certainly been weaving in and out of the back road.
Probably Ed Laird should take credit for that.
How so?
He set up roadblocks in a 10-mile circle right after I spoke to him on the phone.
Good man. That means our friends are running in circles trying to find a place to break through.
Left, Nick, left.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Patsy.
Oh, doggone it.
What's the matter, Sheriff?
The rain's starting.
Oh, so it has. We don't overtake them before the next fork or crossroad. I'm afraid they'll get away. Unless the roadblocks stop them.
Mr. Carter, look up there ahead.
Why, there's smoke.
Yeah, black smoke. What does that remind you of, Sheriff?
Why, burning oil or gasoline. Them crooks couldn't have cracked up running away, could they?
We'll see in a moment. Hold on.
Right.
Well, it's a car, all right. Down in the culvert.
Come on.
Oh, good grief, look at it.
Pretty well burned out. Must have crashed at least an hour ago.
Yeah. Watch your step, then.
I'm all right.
Hey, look. 2 bodies inside. Badly burned. Well, looks like a man and a woman.
Oh.
2 door sedans, searchlight on roof, fog lights over bumper, last 2 numbers on license plate, 59.
That all checks with what Jen Small told us, Nick.
Yeah, it's the killer's car without any question.
Front end smashed in.
Yeah, looks like Gus caught him before we did.
Hey, give me a hand with this door, will you, Sheriff? All right, force it open. Oh, a man and a woman. About all we can say now. Have to check further for identification.
Looks like the remains of books and bottles here in the back seat. And what's left of a lot of spectacles, too.
Well, I guess nobody'll ever drive in this car again.
I don't know that anybody will want to drive it. Them 2 crooks don't need a car no more. Not that they're both dead.
I wonder whether they are.
What? Nick, what on earth do you mean?
Patsy, I've got a job for you. This case isn't finished yet.
What?
Are you crazy, Mr. Carter? Don't death finish a case?
Depends on who's dead, Sheriff. Now, listen, both of you. Here's what I want to do. Somewhere, not very far away.
Golly, it's getting so dark, I'm getting all mixed up. Nick said to cover all these back roads, but I don't know where I've been and where I haven't. These dawn roads twist and turn like a labyrinth. I wish Nick were here. I'd like to ask him whether... Hey! Get off the road. You want to get knocked down? But let's go to the door.
Move out, sister.
What in the world?
It's a gun, sister. Get out of the car. I've been waiting 2 hours for an easy mark to come along, and you're it. The car belongs to me now, lady. You won't be needing it anymore.
Patsy stares at the wild-eyed man who fingers his revolver nervously and motions her out of Nick's car. We'll see what she does in just a moment. Now for the conclusion of The Case of the Failing Eyes. Today's adventure with Nick Carter, brought to you by new post-war Old Dutch cleanser. On a lonely country road, Patsy crouches behind the wheel of Nick's convertible. The armed man who has stopped the car shifts his gun to his left hand, reaches through the open door, and grabs Patsy.
Come on, you heard me. Get out.
No.
I'd just as soon let you have it now, sister.
You're the cataract man, aren't you?
How do you know?
From the description.
That says it, lady. If you ever had a chance, it's gone now. Come on.
Nick! Oh, Nick!
He can't help you now. Come on, let's get off the road.
Nick! Help me, Nick!
I don't want them to find you right away. Just a couple of hours in your car is all I need.
Nick, where are you?
Don't be a fool, sister. Yelling won't help none. Yeah, this is far enough. I'm not going to waste time, sister. This is it.
Down, Patsy, get down.
What the? Hey!
Oh, Nick, oh, golly.
We'll go looking for that gun, friend. It's probably buried in poison ivy. You hurt your Patsy?
No. It's just my heart. It won't start again.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got all tangled up trying to get out of that luggage compartment. Well, my friend, the racket's finished, and you're...
You dirty...
No names, please. After all, I could call you a 3-time killer, swindler, thief, and all-around crook, but I won't. I'll just call you a jailbird. Feeling better now, Patsy?
Oh, I guess so, but golly, I was scared stiff, Nick.
What? Even though we planned everything in advance?
Now, I know, but... Nick, how did Jerry Lake get away with that cataract racket? How did he manage to scare people into falling for it?
Well, he only picked on the older folks, people who were suffering from the natural short-sightedness of old age. All he did was describe the symptoms of failing eyesight.
And they thought he was describing the symptoms of cataract.
That's about it.
What a dirty racket.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing, Nick.
Yeah?
You say it was Olson's body that was burned in Jerry Lake's car.
That's right. You see, Jerry murdered the girl he worked with, left her body and Olson's body in the car when he burned it.
Yeah?
He figured by making us think he was the one who died in the phony wreck that he could get clear.
Well, you said you knew it was a phony accident because the car was still in low gear.
Well, I certainly did. If the wreck had been on the level and they'd gone off the road while they were driving along, the car would have been in high gear.
I didn't notice what gear it was in. I just saw the dead bodies, and that was that.
Well, that's what most people think. They look, but they don't see. Just like Jerry Lake.
What about Jerry?
He couldn't see that when he put Fred's fingerprints on the gun, he was really putting the finger on himself. As a result, he's going to get well acquainted with the electric chair, which is as it should be.
Well, Nick, what about the adventure that new post-war Old Dutch cleanser will bring us next week?
It's a story about women's fashions, Mike.
Women's fashions? Well, they've always been a mystery to me. Don't tell me
Well, in this case, they're more than a mystery. They're a cause for plenty of violence.
You see, the fashions were being stolen, and Mary Danville said she knew who was stealing them.
And when we went to see her, she walked out of her apartment without saying a word.
And a moment later, we found her murdered in her bedroom in that same apartment.
Hey, wait. This is confusing enough without going any further. What do you call this adventure, Nick?
I call it The Case of the Quiet Roommate.
Nick Carter, Master Detective, is presented each week at this time by the Cudahy Packing Company. It is produced and directed by Jock McGregor and is copyrighted by Street and Smith Publications, Incorporated. Charlotte Manson is featured as Patsy. Today's script was written by Alfred Bester. Original music is played by Henry Silburn. This program is fictional, and any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental. This is Michael Fitzmaurice saying, when minutes count, use new post-war Old Dutch cleanser. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
And in case you're curious, and in case you didn't hear me mention it before, yes, the Cudahy Packing Company produced Old Dutch Cleanser. Why? They produced it to clean their packing houses. That's what they originally used it for, and they developed it into a household cleanser. Going back 77 years, wrapping up our look at Sunday, August 29th, 1948, Nick Carter, Master Detective, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Thanks for making us a part of your Friday. On our Saturday program, we will have for you some westerns, Gunsmoke and Have Gun Will Travel, and an episode of the Screen Director's Playhouse, Loretta Young reprising her role in the 1949 picture Mother Was a Freshman, and Mother is a Freshman, and that'll be what we'll hear on Saturday from 1951. Now, on Sunday, we'll spend some comedy time with the CBS Radio Workshop's production of Colloquy No. 3, an analysis of satire starring Stan Freberg. The Judy Canova Show from 1943, George Burns and Gracie Allen from 1943, and Jack Parr from 1947. Monday, 4 shows from September 1st, 1957. Suspense, The Man from Tomorrow, starring Frank Lovejoy. The CBS Radio Workshop, Grief Drives a Black Sedan. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey. And The Stan Freberg Show, starring Stan Freberg. On Tuesday, we'll go back to comedy with Milton Berle, My Favorite Husband, The Great Gildersleeve, starring Harold Perry, and George Burns and Gracie Allen. Wednesday, Suspense, The Steel River Prison Break, starring Jeff Chandler from 1951. Edward Arnold as Mr. President from 1950. Ambition Perilous, an episode of The Whistler from 1945. And a 1955 episode of Romance, Madden's Folly. On Thursday, another great episode of Mystery in the Air, The Mask of Medusa from 1947. Robert Cummings stars in A Surprise for the Professor, an episode of the Four-Star Playhouse from 1949. A summer episode of The Shadow from Orson Welles' only season, playing the Shadow, I should say, along with Margot Stevenson as Margot Lane. From 1938, Black Buddha, and Inner Sanctum Mysteries, Wendy Berry in The Murder Prophets. And then a week from today, on our Friday show next week, we will have Ida Lupino on the Chase and Sandboard Hour from 1937. Ezra Stone and Jackie Kelk in The Aldrich Family from 1940. The Generous Gentleman. And Willard Waterman is The Great Gildersleeve from 1951 as Leroy Buys a Car. All that straight ahead this next week on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, anytime at classicradio.stream. Up next, radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Should public utilities fail in time of disaster, refrigerated foods must be either cooked or eaten before they spoil. If this can't be done, throw it away.
Now we go back 69 years, August 29th, 1956, for an episode of Suspense. Joseph Kearnes plays a really nasty man in Hold Up.
And now, tonight's presentation of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense. Tonight, we bring you a transcribed story of a man who used a gun once too often. So now, starring Mr. Joseph Kearnes, here is tonight's suspense play, Hold Up.
What's the matter, Tim? What are you staring at?
Never mind, Hazel. Open the cash register. Quick. Unlock the safety catch on the gun. You hear me?
Tim, what's wrong?
Never mind. Do what I say. Now get away from the counter, quick. I'll take care of everything.
I'd like a pack of cigarettes.
Any special brand?
Yeah, give me the ones with the green. Okay, stay where you are, you both. This is a holdup.
I haven't got much.
Just give me
here.
what you got, and hurry.
That a gun you got in your pocket?
Just don't you try and find out, mister.
Okay. All my receipts are in here.
Stand away. I'll get it.
Yeah, you'll get it.
Tim? Tim, please.
Stay away from here.
Tim, can't you see he's already dead?
He's over there, officer.
What happened here, a shooting match?
No.
5 bullet holes, all in the head.
Oh, he tried to hold me up. What was I supposed to do?
Where's his gun?
In his pocket, just pointed it through his jacket, the right pocket.
No gun here. Maybe the left? Nope.
I know he had something in his right pocket.
This?
A fountain pen.
That's your gun. You ever see the boy before?
No. First time I saw him is tonight.
My husband saw the boy standing outside our store a few moments before it happened.
Look, I'll handle this, Hazel.
If you don't mind, I'd like to hear what your wife has to say.
Well, Tim had a feeling something was wrong. We both saw the boy standing outside looking in at us. And then he decided to come in. That's when Tim told me to unlock the safety catch on the gun in the cash register.
You've had experience with hold-up men before, haven't you, Mr. Chase?
Twice. You people were in on them both.
Yeah, I remember. Pretty rough on them, aren't you?
If you mean I don't give them a chance to rob me, yeah.
Good shot, too. You don't miss.
I didn't miss over there. Shooting Japs then. Shooting hoods now. What's the difference? Guy who shoots first gets to talk afterwards.
How much money did you have on the premises?
$15 and change. The rest was over at the house.
And you shoot it out for that?
Listen, I'm not in business to give money to hoodlums, gun or no gun. A thief's a thief. Better off dead.
Tim, please.
No. I want it known to any of these punks who want to stick me up. They'd better come in shooting, because that's the way I'll meet them.
Did you notice if anyone was with the boy?
No, I didn't see anyone.
No, there was no one we could see.
Mr. Chase, you'll have to come downtown and make a full report, just routine.
Yeah, sure. Hazel, you close up when the cops are through here.
Captain Runyon, this is Mr. Chase. Hold-up shooting on the east side. You wanted to see him?
Oh, yeah.
Definitely a hold-up attempt, although no gun was found on or near the hold-up man.
Check the victim out yet?
No, not yet, but it's a kid, 19 or 20.
Well, thanks, Bill. I'll call you in a few minutes. Chase, won't you sit down?
Oh, yeah, sure.
A cigarette?
No, I don't smoke, thanks, anyway.
Well, that's all right. Chase, we've met before, haven't we?
Yes, sir, about 8 months ago.
Yeah, that was the Hendricks shooting, right?
That's right.
Hold-up attempt. Well, about 6 or 7 months before that, there was the, let's see. Oh, yes, the Delano killing. Hold-up, too.
I remember.
In each case, the hold-up man was shot and killed.
So that's wrong?
No.
But I'd say very foolish.
Look, they were trying to rob me. I killed them. What was I supposed to do? Just give them the money and wish them luck?
Perhaps.
What?
For every hold-up man you've shot it out with, I can show you in our files a dozen dead heroes. They shot it out, too, but they were killed for their pains.
Not me, and I never will be, because I know how to use a gun. And I know those punks, too. They're all yellow when things are equal. I know. I've killed 3 of them. And I'll kill 3 more and 3 more after that.
Mr. Chase, listen, what I'm trying to say is this. Our job is to apprehend the bandit. It's not your job. You're not being paid to risk your life or shoot up your neighborhood. If there's any shooting needed, we'll do it.
I don't get you, cops. A man shoots a bandit while defending his property, and then you give me a lecture.
Let me put it this way. Someday you'll find a gunman who'll be a little faster than you. Then what?
That day'll never come. You know why? Because I know my guns. My wife thought I might be killed when I was in the Pacific, but I killed instead. Me and guns have got an understanding. Neither has failed the other yet.
You're a very sure man, aren't you, Mr. Chase?
Yeah, I try to be.
If I'm not mistaken, you've got a boy almost that kid's age, haven't you?
So?
Oh, I was just thinking out loud. It's a terrible price the young sometimes have to pay just for a living.
Hey, look, Captain, I don't feel sorry. Do you?
I didn't know the boy, I couldn't say. Except, like you, I have a boy almost his age, too. So. Captain Runyon. Yes. It will be out in a moment. I'll have a statement to make then. The newsmen want to talk with you. Take some pictures, you mind?
Oh, sure, why not?
Oh, yes, I forgot. We've been all over the front pages together before. Twice, in fact. It makes you an old hand at meeting the press.
Maybe that's why these hoods keep trying to hold me up. It's a game. Yeah, they read about me. They all want to see if they can take me.
Well, Mr. Chase, some might say that you should get a medal for shooting these hold-up men. Then, again, if it were me, I'd find me a business where I didn't need a cocked gun to ensure my profits.
I manage.
Yes, I guess you do. Are you ready?
Sure.
Gentlemen, let's make this a short session, will you?
Sure, Cap. Mr. Chase, doesn't a gun pointed at you scare you?
Oh, maybe at first, but if I have a gun, too, I feel a little more equal. The fear's gone.
Well, do you feel your money is more important than your life when you choose to shoot it out with a hold-up man?
It's not a question of which is more important. I never worry. Handling a gun is a matter of reflex. And when there's 2 of you facing each other, who has the best aim?
Well, have you ever thought of moving away from where you are because of your store being the target for so many holdups?
Why should I? I've got a right to make a living because a man with a gun wants to take my living away from me. Should I just give it to him?
Do you feel your service experience gives you this assurance you have with guns?
Oh, maybe. Well, when you see death all the time, it becomes less of a shock to you, less important after a while. And so do people.
Well, Captain here says a citizen shouldn't try to apprehend a gunman single-handed, but leave that job to the police.
I don't have time to wait for the police. Besides, when a man's wrong, he's wrong. I'd rather have him dead wrong.
Gentlemen, if I may, I'd like to clarify the department's position.
Oh, go ahead, Cap.
Thank you. We ask all citizens that when faced with an armed holdup in which the other party has a deadly weapon, that they do not resist, but rather that they observe the party closely and be able to identify them when apprehended.
Mr. Chase, could you tell us more about...
Gentlemen, the entire incident is on report, as well as all statements made. You can get the rest of your story there. You can talk with Mr. Chase at his home or store if you wish to interview him further. Now, let's have your pictures.
Okay, now, Mr. Chase, will you stand here near the center of the desk? Right here, please.
That's it. Good. Yeah, fine. One more. How about one more?
Bill, anything more on the kid?
Oh, he's in fingerprints now.
Kind of gives you an odd sensation. Something you can't describe, this meeting a killer with legal guns, that is.
I get you, Cap. He's a cold one, all right.
It's lousy. Man who has an excuse to kill like he does. Sure, he's defending his home, his rights, but somehow it's still wrong.
3 in a row, all shots through the head. Not one bullet laid his way.
Every homicide justifiable. What's the big book say?
Be careful of that now.
The wages of sin.
Tim, you've been up all night. Why don't we close today?
No. Business as usual. We ought to get a lot of new customers with all this in the papers.
I only hope Jerry doesn't read it.
You hope Jerry doesn't read about me, my own son? He should be proud. He will be proud. His dad's not afraid. His dad went through a war and he came back. He can still take care of himself. And Jerry will be like me. To meet the world face to face. He won't take anything from anybody.
I wonder.
Well, what's the matter with you?
Well, I'm sick of all this. The newspapers, people coming in congratulating you. For what?
Oh, you're just upset, that's all.
Tim, this is no good, all of this. Jerry's coming home from his first year at college, and he comes home to murder.
Hazel, I don't like that kind of talk.
Well, what do you call it?
Well, he'd have shot me.
All of them would have shot you, is that it?
Hey, whose side are you on?
Protect ourselves, yes, but you know that none of those people...
Hazel, we're in business. I've got to protect that business. That's why I've always got a gun handy.
Is it, Tim?
Oh, Captain Runyon.
Oh, Mr. Chase. How do you do, Mr. Chase?
Fine, thank you.
I'd like to have a little chat with you and the missus, if I might, Mr. Chase.
Of course.
I know that you've both been through a lot, but I feel this is important. We have very good reason to believe that the man shot here last night did have an accomplice.
Oh, is that right?
Yes. A brother.
When'd you find out?
This morning, when we got back positive identification of the boy from Washington. 2 and 2 still make 4. He had a brother who was released from state's prison only last week.
What was his trouble?
Robbery and attempted murder.
And you people think that maybe he was outside last night?
Yeah. A woman who lives a few doors down from your store said she saw a car pull out about the same time she heard gunshots.
So maybe he ditched his brother and doesn't want any part of us.
Maybe. Maybe not. We're not paid to act on assumptions, but to always presume the worst. We're going to place a stakeout near your store for the next few nights.
What if I don't want the police around my store?
I don't understand.
It's bad for business. I can take care of myself.
That isn't the object, Mr. Chase. Our job is to catch this fellow, and if you have to be a decoy, we'd like to protect you and your wife, as well as catch our man.
This guy doesn't want any part of me.
You're presuming a lot, Mr. Chase. This man is a killer, too. Though I don't like to say this, he may try to avenge his brother. If I were you, I'd treat every stranger who came into my store for the next few days as the man who might not just want to rob you, but perhaps to kill you.
You are listening to Hold Up, tonight's presentation on radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
A double-barreled dramatic treat is Gunsmoke. Written with style and acted with a flourish, every drama on Gunsmoke is one that adults will enjoy. For the Adventures of United States Marshal Matt Dillon are stories about people who might have been real. Every Saturday, every Sunday, hitch your wagon to the Star's address and let us take you back to the early days in Dodge City and set you down right smack in the middle of an exciting situation on Gunsmoke.
And now we bring back to our Hollywood soundstage Mr. Joseph Kearnes, starring in tonight's production, Hold Up, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Tim, why don't we close up the store until the police catch this fellow they're looking for?
Oh, don't be silly. Cops always look for the worst. The kid was probably alone. So some old lady up the block hears a car pull out just as I shoot. So that means we have to start running?
Oh, just the same, I don't like this.
Oh, Hazel, why don't you quit worrying and start getting things ready for Jerry? He'll be home in a day or two. You read his letter.
Oh, yes, you're right. It'll be good to have him home. Forget all that's happened. He's doing so fine at school. It's hard to believe he's in college.
It's not hard for me, what with all the bills.
Oh, Tim.
I don't begrudge him his schooling, Hazel. It's just that I hope maybe he'd have stayed home a year or two to help me with the store.
Well, now, his schooling's more important.
Yeah, maybe so.
You know, Tim, I can't help but think. That boy the other night, he was just Jerry's age.
He was nowhere like Jerry. He was a thief, a hoodlum. He was going to rob us.
Yes, I know, but maybe there were many reasons why.
Hazel, didn't I tell you forget it? Look, check the beer. I think we're running low. I have to put in an order tomorrow. And then go on home for the rest of the night. I'll close up.
No, I'm staying.
Oh, now you're being silly.
Well, silly or not, I'm staying.
It's been practically the whole day now, and it's getting late. Nothing's happened since the captain was here. Nothing is going to happen.
Tim, you remember what he said about every customer.
Look, if we start closing our doors in the face of every customer because some policeman thinks he might be out to kill me, we might as well close up for good.
Tim, this isn't a matter to shrug off.
Evening. Can I help you? If you can't find out what you want, just ask.
I will.
Oh, those are real good apples. Hood River apples.
We do have wonderful apples. You know the Hood River apples?
Yes, ma'am.
Looks like we're going to have a storm. And it's been so nice all week.
Hazel, why don't you phone...
Do you have any pomegranates?
I think so, over in the corner by the vegetable racks. Hazel, I was asking, why didn't you phone the depot to see what trains are doing tonight? Maybe Jerry will be in earlier than we think.
Would you mind waiting a minute or two before you get on that telephone? I'd like some help here.
Oh, I can help you, sir. Hazel, you go on and make the call.
Both of you run this store?
Yeah.
Then why don't both of you help me?
Well, yeah, of course.
I don't know what I want exactly. I just moved into a place near here, and I was thinking of stocking up a food supply.
Oh, we'll be glad to help you.
I'm surprised you people are still open for business so soon after what happened.
Well, business as usual, you know.
No, I don't.
I guess those things happen to a lot of people. Besides, the police are pretty efficient.
So are you. By what the papers say.
It was unfortunate.
For the kid, yeah.
We're going to close very soon now, sir, if I can help you.
You can. How about you and your wife picking out a lot of canned goods for me? Anything you think a bachelor might need to set up housekeeping. This is all new to me.
I'd be glad to.
I'll just take a moment to make this call, and then I'll be with you, dear.
I thought you said you were in a hurry to close. Picking out all the things I want might take some time. Why don't you have your wife call later, huh?
Hazel, come on and help me with this gentleman.
All right.
Thanks. How much is your coffee?
In the ground coffee, sir?
I don't care.
$1.03 a pound.
Okay. Now, you pick out, like I say, what a person needs to keep eating a week.
So you better take care of the butter and milk, and I'll handle the canned goods.
You folks have got a nice little store here.
We like it.
Maybe that's why you don't like people sticking you up, I guess, huh?
How about beans, corned beef, some tuna?
Sure.
All right, 2 of each be enough?
Yeah. Excuse my curiosity, but what did this kid say that held you up the other night?
Why, I don't remember exactly.
If a person held me up, I'd sure remember everything that happened. I'd always remember. Did this kid show you his gun?
Thought you read about it in the papers.
I did. Sometimes I forget details. I never met a man who'd stand up to a man. I mean, a kid. With a gun who was about to hold him up. I do remember the papers saying the only shots fired were yours. Clean through the head. Real clean, too.
Will there be anything else, sir?
Yeah. How about some of those apples you folks were talking about a little while ago?
I'll get them, Tim.
Okay. You want all your groceries in boxes or shopping bags?
Boxes.
All right. Have a car to carry all this stuff?
Yeah. Down the street a ways.
I'll help you.
No. I can manage.
Well, now, let's see. That comes to,
The paper said you only had $15 in your cash register when that kid held you up. You'll have a lot more after you finish with my bill, huh?
There, that'll be $23.44.
All righty.
Hazel, you can get ready to close up after this gentleman leaves.
Right after I called here. We're expecting our son home from college any day now. We thought he might be coming sooner than he said. You know, boys, always anxious.
Yeah. That kid the other night was anxious, too. But he got over it quick, didn't he?
Hello? Oh, Captain Runyon. What? Oh, wait a minute. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, Captain Runyon, you there? I'm sorry for the interruption. I was just finishing up with a customer. Can I help you? Yeah? Yeah? Well, what time? No sooner? Oh, nothing. Okay, thanks, Captain.
What do you want, Tim?
He just called to say that a team of detectives are being assigned from midnight on. Around our house, too.
Tim.
See, didn't I tell you about not worrying?
That man that just left, he worried me.
Yeah, he was a queer one, all right. But like I said, we just can't be jumping every time a customer comes in the door. Besides, tomorrow we'll all feel less jumpy.
Well, I'll call the depot now.
No, never mind. Now, Jerry won't be coming home with a storm coming up. Oh, let's close up.
Tim?
Hmm?
There's a car pulled up on the other side of the street. They turned their lights out.
So what? Probably someone who lives around here.
Why would they stop outside the store?
Oh, now you're
They're just sitting in the car. They aren't going to get out.
Well, would you in all this rain?
They just keep looking over here.
Huh? What do you mean, they? It's only one person.
I don't like it, Tim. It doesn't look right.
Quit your worrying, will you?
I wish we wouldn't have been so independent when the captain offered us protection.
No one's going to bother us. I still haven't forgotten how to shoot.
Tim, I'll call the police. Have them come out.
Now, don't be silly.
Tim, he's getting out of the car. He's crossing the street. He's coming here.
All right, Hazel, turn out the lights. Now, you throw the latch on the door. We're closed, that's all. I'll get the gun out of the register.
Tim, he's coming to the door. Let me call the police, please.
No. I'll handle this.
Hey, open up. Come on, open up.
Tim, don't, please.
Shut up. Stay there.
Tim, no.
Okay, you can call the police now.
Is he dead? Is he?
I don't know.
Tim, turn him over.
Why?
Turn him over. I want to see his face. Jerry. Jerry.
Oh, he must have got that car he was telling us about. I didn't know. I didn't expect him tonight. I didn't know.
Suspense, in which Mr. Joseph Kearnes starred in tonight's presentation of Hold Up. Next week we bring you a story of flight to freedom and how it ended. It is called Security Agent. That's next week on Suspense. Suspense is transcribed and directed in Hollywood by Anthony Ellis. Tonight's script was written for Suspense by Jules Maitland. The music was composed and conducted by Wilbur Hatch. Featured in the cast were Alice Backus, Leonard Weinrib, Shepard Menken, Larry Thor, Byron Kane, Frank Gerstle, and Sam Edwards.
The foot soldier in the fight for justice anywhere is the man on the beat. But in a big city, a policeman has many other responsibilities in addition to the big one of maintaining law and order. For no matter what the situation, the man in blue is likely to be the first one called when help is needed. Is a neighbor too noisy, a customer abusive, a woman ill, or a little boy lost? No matter what the reason, someone is sure to call the police. And in each call the men of the precinct answer, there is sure to be an intensely human story. For drama as rich in emotion as it is in excitement and action, listen for 21st Precinct every Thursday night. Don't miss it tomorrow over most of these same stations. Stay tuned for 5 minutes of CBS News to be followed over most of these same stations by My Son Jeep.
Told you Joseph Kearnes wasn't a very nice guy in this episode of Suspense from 69 years ago, August 29th, 1956. If you like classic radio theater with Wyatt Cox, please make sure you leave us a positive review on whatever podcast platform you're hearing us on. Give us a like and do whatever you can that way to support us. If you'd like to support us even more, go to classicradio.stream. Got a number of items for sale there. And we also have other things that could be of interest there at classicradio.stream. Up next, The Whistler.
During a national emergency, you may have to be your own fireman. Take the first step now. Remove all fire hazards in your home. Eliminate clutter. Store flammables in a safe place.
And now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, a very early episode of The Whistler. In fact, this is the 16th episode of the program, going back 83 years to August 29th, 1942. This episode entitled The Letter.
Have you heard the weird tales of The Whistler?
Whistler.
Gentlemen, we 7 scientists have banded together because the government of Austria is in deadly peril. We have evidence that Austria is being dangerously undermined by the Nazis, and that nothing is being done from the standpoint of the law to prevent it. We have therefore resolved to take measures into our own hands and prevent this chaos. At our next meeting, we shall present the names of those in high places who attempt to divide and conquer, and shall decide then as to what action shall be taken against them.
And such was the organization in which Hans Minkler, the young, mild-mannered biologist of Vienna, suddenly found himself a member. Hans Minkler, whose whole life was dedicated to the preservation and the saving of human life. Hans Minkler, referred to by his classmates as the man who couldn't kill a fly.
Saturday night, and again CBS presents The Whistler.
I, the Whistler, know many things, for I walk by night. I know many strange tales, many secrets hidden in the hearts of men and women who have stepped into the shadows. And so I tell you tonight the incredible tale of The Letter. Hans Minkler, the young biologist, only half heard the speech of the leader of the 7 scientists, for Hans was dreaming of his beloved experiments. His experiments and the pretty niece of Monsieur Gallet, the lovely Viel, who had been living in Vienna these past 4 years. Kindly Monsieur Gallet was interested in Hans Minkler's theories, and Hans was hoping Gallet might finance them.
Well, Dr. Minkler, I've studied the outline of your proposed experiments, and I've come to the conclusion that you can accomplish great things.
Oh, well, that makes me very happy, Monsieur Gallet.
How much do you think you'll need to carry on?
I feel quite sure that I could get along for a couple of years on 5,000. If my cell experiments prove successful, human life may be prolonged considerably.
I have all the faith in the world in Hans, Uncle.
My niece is certainly sold on your ability, Dr. Minkler.
So are you, Uncle. You may as well admit it.
Young men with your principles are all too scarce today. Europe seems to be saturated with men who claim they want to save mankind. They all seem to want to arrive at it through a destructive method.
Well, it's only a temporary condition.
Who do you plan to have assist you? Kurt Lassner?
Kurt? Well, I haven't decided yet.
Kurt is a fine young man.
Yes, he was a good student, but he's drifted away from his studies. He's become absorbed in politics.
Very well, Hans. I'll start you out with 5,000. Is that the way you want it, Viel?
Yes, Uncle, you're a darling.
I hope that someday I may be able to repay you.
See where that is, Viel. Come into the library, Hans. I'll give you a check.
Yes, of course.
Oh, good evening, Kurt.
Hello, Viel. Well, how are you?
Very well, Kurt.
You're very lovely this evening.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. The prettiest girl in Vienna. Is Hans here? I said I'd pick him up on my way downtown.
Yes, he's talking to Uncle. Talking business.
My, I've had a busy day. Not enough hours to go around.
Sit down, Kurt.
Thanks.
Kurt, why have you given up your career?
Biology? Oh, I don't know.
But you could do so much good. You were so well equipped to carry on in science. Think of the things yet to be done.
I'm going to do things. Great things.
I mean things that will really benefit mankind.
Well, that's what I mean, too. You know, you sound like Hans.
Hans is very sad about your dropping your work. He counted on your helping him in his experiments.
Oh, he'll get over it. Besides, those experiments can wait a while.
No, Hans is going ahead.
Who's going to help him?
I am, if no one else.
You? Well, how can you help him?
I can learn biology.
But it'll take a lot of money to do what he plans.
He has the money. It's all arranged. My uncle has financed him.
Your uncle?
Yes.
Well, I wish Hans luck.
And I'm going to marry Hans.
What? You and Hans? Well, what a surprise.
Yes, I've made up my mind.
I see. Well, I guess...
Good evening, Kurt. Glad to see you.
Good evening.
Hello, Kurt. Oh, have you heard the good news?
Oh, yes, Viel just told me. And I wish you both good luck. I hope you'll be very happy. When's the wedding?
Wedding? What wedding? Oh, yes. Me, of course.
Typical absent-minded professor.
See, look, I have the money for my experiments.
Well, Hans, it's 7:45. We better run along. We have an appointment at 8.
Oh, yes, the meeting. I'd forgotten. Yes, I'll be right with you. Goodbye, monsieur.
Bye.
Good night, Viel. Darling.
Good night, Hans, dear. I'll see you in the morning.
Hans Minkler reluctantly attends his second meeting, and with Kurt Lassner joins the 5 scientists in the darkened room. The single low lamp on the table casts their shadows on the wall. The leader is speaking again.
Gentlemen, we have learned who these fifth columnists are. So it is our duty as loyal citizens to take action against these men. We have learned who the leader is, and naturally he must be the first one to go. In this envelope I have his name. We will now draw lots to select the one among us to carry out instructions which will be read later. Are you ready with the straws, Kurt Lassner?
Ready, sir.
This is an old and simple method, but since there are only 7 of us, it will suffice. Proceed, Kurt.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All of us have drawn, sir.
Good. Here's the envelope containing the name of our victim. Who has the short straw?
Well, I guess I have.
Hans Minkler. Here's the envelope. But before you open it, we must tell you what the committee has decided to do about this man. He is to die.
Die?
And that task has fallen to you.
You mean this man is to be murdered?
Exactly.
What? You don't know me, gentlemen. I'm a saver of life. I wouldn't consider such a thing for a moment.
Herr Minkler, you are a member of this group. You know our secrets. It will be best for us and for you if you completely forget your scruples.
Oh, but I can't belong to a society with such diabolical purposes. Why, I didn't realize what this was all about. Oh, no, I withdraw.
It's too late to think about withdrawing.
You mean that you actually expect me to kill someone?
You have been selected.
You are fools. Oh, I couldn't kill a fly. I couldn't harm a living thing if the whole country went up in smoke. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of. You're not scientists. You're a band of madmen. Fiends.
Sit down, Hans Minkler. We're not a band of madmen, and we are not fiends. We are loyal patriots of Austria who are determined to save our country. Any one of us might have drawn that straw.
Well, I don't want to be a party to such a plan. I'll not commit murder.
Unfortunately, you know too much about us now to pull out.
And suppose I refuse?
Then you will accomplish nothing. Not only will we eradicate our selected victim, but we'll see to it that you are eradicated with him.
Who is this victim?
Open the envelope.
Very well.
What?
Why, you are insane. The whole lot of you. Monsieur Gallet is the soul of honor. Monsieur Gallet is one of the most honest men I've ever met.
Monsieur Gallet is the leader of the Nazi party.
I don't believe it. Why, I'm to marry his niece.
Did you say Monsieur Gallet?
Yes, you know that's ridiculous, Court. He'd never do such a thing.
Gallet is the leader. We have proof. He also has a very lovely niece. And I'm sure you'd want nothing to happen to her. Would you, Herr Minkler?
No. No, I wouldn't. But you must give me time. Time to think.
There is nothing to think about. It has been decided. Gallet must be exterminated within 12 hours.
Very well. And there's nothing else for me to do. Good night, gentlemen.
Good night, Herr Minkler. And remember, if you don't accomplish this task within 12 hours, we will be forced to take care of you. And if we can't find you, we will find the girl.
Yes, I understand. Good night.
Well, Hans, what are you going to do about it? You've sat in your apartment for 2 hours now. Which shall it be? 3 lives are at stake. The uncle's and yours and VL's. Hans gets his car and drives to Monsieur Gallet's home.
Well, hello, Hans. What on earth are you doing here? I didn't expect you back this evening.
Where is Viel?
Why, she went to some friends. She probably won't be back till after midnight. What on earth's wrong with you?
Get your hat and coat, Monsieur Gallet.
What? Have you been drinking, Hans?
Get your hat and coat.
Now, wait a minute. Suppose you explain.
There's no time for explanations. Get your things.
What for?
You're coming with me.
I was just ready to turn in. You better run along, Hans. You'll feel better in the morning.
Put up your hands, Monsieur Gallet.
What? This is the funniest thing I've ever encountered. Have you really got a gun in your pocket?
I have. I hope you don't force me to prove it.
Well, this is certainly a surprise. The meaning of all this?
I've just discovered that you're the leader of the Nazis who are trying to undermine the Austrian government.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Who told you such a thing?
There's an organization which is determined to eradicate all Nazis one by one, and you are the leader. Read this. It says leader Paul Gallet. Death.
This is the maddest thing I've ever heard of. I've been highly active in anti-Nazi work.
They say that's merely a cover-up.
Are you a member of this secret organization?
Yes.
You've been selected to kill me?
Yes.
It's unbelievable that you, Hans Minkler, could be mixed up in such a thing. I think you're being hoodwinked. I am an anti-Nazi. If you plan to kill me, you must belong to the Nazi organization.
Get your things and come along.
What do you intend to do with me?
That's all planned. Come along.
Very well. You, give me that gun.
You fool.
No,
don't. You don't. Monsieur. Good Lord.
Hans stands staring at the body of Monsieur Gallet for a few moments. Then in a daze, he turns out the lights, closes the library door, and returns to his apartment. For the remainder of the night, he sits at his desk staring into the darkness, lost in thought. And then morning comes, and Viel at her home opens the library door and...
Well, he's been dead about 8 hours, Fräulein.
Who on earth would do such a thing? He had no enemies.
He was quite active in anti-Nazi work.
Yes.
Here's something we found on the library floor.
A pipe?
Yes. The bowl is hand-carved, has initials on it. As you see, the stem is broken. Have you ever seen this pipe before?
Well, I don't remember.
There's something else we found, a note, which reads, Leader Paul Gallet, death. Do you recognize the handwriting?
No.
Do you know anyone whose initials are H.M., the initials carved on the pipe bowl?
Yes, the pipe belongs to my fiancé, Hans Minkler.
Your fiancé. What time did you return home last night?
I attended a party and got here about 1 o'clock. I supposed Uncle was in bed. I didn't look in the library. I went straight to my room.
What is Hans Minkler's address?
I'm sure Hans had nothing to do with this.
Are you?
He lives at 13 Cronhead Street.
I'll run over there. Please don't touch anything in the library.
I won't.
Good morning.
Kurt, something terrible's happened. Uncle was murdered last night. The police have just left. They found Hans's pipe on the library floor. It was broken. They've gone to his apartment. Please come over right away.
Hello, Hans. This is Kurt. The police found your pipe in Gallet's library. They're on their way to your place. You've got to get out of the country immediately. Don't wait a moment.
Oh, Kurt, it's terrible.
Now, control yourself, Ian.
Oh, Kurt, I can't imagine why anyone would do such a thing. Kurt, do you know where Hans is?
Well, I suppose he's at his apartment. Hasn't he called you this morning?
He usually does, but he hasn't. They found Hans's broken pipe near Uncle's body. Kurt, I must warn Hans. I must let him know what's happened.
His pipe, huh? Yeah, that's bad. By all means, phone him at once.
Will you call him?
Of course.
It's Kronigstad 4347.
Right. It's ringing.
He must be there.
He would have answered by now.
Where could he be?
I haven't the slightest idea.
But he always calls me before this. Kurt, it isn't possible. It can't be.
Now, just try to control yourself, Yale.
Oh, see who it is, Kurt.
Special delivery. Sign here, please.
Well, thank you.
Who's it for?
For you.
Kurt. It's from Hans. Good heavens, read it.
Leaving Vienna on important business. Contact me at 16 Rue de Roche, Paris, under name of Pierre Cabot, H.N.
Well, I don't understand it. What does he mean? What important business? Why should he disappear like this?
I've no idea, but it does look strange. Your uncle is murdered and Hans disappears. Oh, but what motive could he have had?
But they found his pipe near Uncle's body.
You know Hans had nothing to do with it. I'll admit he's always been rather peculiar, never seemed to let loose, always seemed to be on his guard, but I can think of no reason for this.
But what could this important business be? He never told me of it. And why on earth should he go to Paris under an assumed name?
That is strange.
Kurt, that officer said something.
What?
Well, you know that Uncle was active in anti-Nazi work. Do you suppose it could be a Nazi?
No, why not? But who? Who do we know that's a Nazi? I certainly
Wait a minute. You just said that you felt Hans was always on his guard. Do you mean you felt he was concealing something?
Well, there have been times when I've felt that, but on the whole, I've thought of him as a slow-thinking, absent-minded professor.
But it does seem strange that the moment Uncle gave him the check, that this should happen and he should disappear.
Well, maybe he went to visit our old pal, Jean Renaud. You remember Jean? He was one of our classmates.
But I have a strange feeling that Hans wouldn't go away like this, without telling me beforehand, unless something were wrong. Do you suppose that Hans has been deceiving us all along?
What makes you ask that?
Well, it suddenly occurred to me that he spoke French without the trace of an accent. And I remember Jean Renaud said once that he spoke English without an accent.
So what?
Well, if he did, where did he learn to do that? Certainly not by living in Vienna all his life.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Why didn't he tell me beforehand that he was leaving?
But he wrote you this letter.
Yes, but it wasn't written by the Hans I know.
Oh, I think you'd better forget about it.
Good. I didn't tell you this. The police found a note on the floor. It said, Leader Paul Gallet, death. It must have meant that Uncle was an anti-Nazi leader and he was sentenced to die. And if this ties in with Hans' disappearance, then Hans must have been connected with the Nazis.
Oh, darling, you're getting yourself all worked up.
You don't think Hans was a Nazi?
Well, I'll admit the way you've got it all worked out, it sounds plausible, but if he was a Nazi and he's left the country, what can we do about it? He won't come back.
But why should he go to Paris?
Well, Jean Renaud was a good friend of ours. I'm sure Jean knows nothing about Hans being a Nazi. Jean would never suspect him. Maybe Paris is his next assignment. Nazis are just as busy in France as they are here. Let's see that letter from Hans. He says here, contact me 16 Rue de Roche, Paris. That's Renaud's address, 16 Rue de Roche.
Oh, good. I just can't believe it. How could I have been such a fool?
I'll see who it is, darling.
I'm Captain Gruber from police headquarters.
Oh, come in, Captain.
Sorry to trouble you again, Fräulein, but we went to Herr Minkler's apartment. He wasn't there.
He wasn't.
His car has not been in the garage all night.
That's strange.
We found this writing on the notepad on his desk. Is it his handwriting?
Yes.
He's written the same two words over and over again, Gallet and Villiers, as though he tried to make up his mind about something.
But what's become of his car?
The car's been found.
Where?
In a public garage. From all indications, Minkler's left the country. Probably for France.
Oh, why France?
We've discovered that Hans Minkler is a French citizen.
A French citizen? But he always led us to believe that he was a native Austrian.
Now, we'll want to check things over a little further. We'll be back this afternoon. Please don't disturb anything.
No, we won't.
By the way, what is your name, sir?
Oh, my name is Kurt Lasner.
Good day.
Kurt, what did you see? What were you looking at just then?
What do you mean?
What startled you on Uncle's desk?
Well, nothing at all.
Here, let me see. Good heavens, I see it. Here on the desk blotter, it's Uncle's handwriting. It says, Find Hans Minkler. And it was Hans. It was. Uncle was trying to tell us who did it.
Maybe.
Oh, to think that he could be so low as to take Uncle's money and then kill him.
Oh, please, Viel.
I just can't believe it. I won't believe it. I must.
Well, I'm sorry to say that all the evidence is certainly against him. Oh, come, Viel. Try to get this off your mind. Try to get some rest. The police will take care of everything.
Oh, yes, Kurt. I guess you're right.
If Hans did do it, he'll pay. He's the one who'll do the suffering. Believe me.
But During the night, the Nazi hordes rolled swiftly into Austria and without firing a shot took over the reins of government. A few weeks later, France declared war. Then one night, Hans Minkler makes his way through the maze of Paris traffic and knocks at the door of number 16's Rue de Roche.
Oh.
Yes?
Oh, good evening.
Good evening.
Is Jean Renault in?
Who shall I say is calling?
By, Pierre Cabot.
Won't you come in, Monsieur Cabot? Major Renault has just stepped out. He'll be back shortly. Was he expecting you?
No. Did you say Major Renault?
Yes. Since war has been declared, he's gone on the active service list.
Oh, I see. I've been phoning for a week, but no one answered.
You haven't seen the Major in some time.
No, I haven't. I've been in Austria for several years. Renault and I went to school together in Vienna.
Oh. Are you by any chance Hans Minkler?
How did you know that?
Why are you traveling incognito?
Well, where is Renault?
I regret to inform you that Renault has been in Africa for some time. He's due back in a few weeks, however. Did you know Monsieur Gallet in Vienna?
Yes. Who are you?
I'm Monsieur Deveau, of the French Sûreté.
Oh, police.
Yes. Did you ever accept any money from Monsieur Gallet?
Why are you asking me these questions?
You never accepted money from Gallet?
No.
Search him, Henri.
No, just a moment.
Sorry, Minkler. I'll take the bill for Henri.
Yes, sir.
I don't understand all this.
You understand, all right. Well. So you never received money from Gallet. What's his check for?
Well, that's to help carry on my experiments.
Undoubtedly. Monsieur Gallet was helping you and quite a number of others to carry on experiments.
Others?
I suppose you say you're new at this game.
Game? I don't know what you mean. I had nothing to do with his death. Nothing.
Yes, I believe that. Why should you kill one of your own?
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
If you were intending to carry on experiments in Vienna, why is this check drawn on the Bank of Paris?
Well, maybe he had a surplus of funds here.
Indeed he did.
How did you know I was coming here?
We knew. Just what were your plans?
Oh, this is ridiculous. I'm not a spy. I was engaged to marry Gallet's niece.
Really?
Some way I got mixed up with an organization which planned to rid Austria of all Nazis. They claimed that Monsieur Gallet was the leader in Vienna. I denied it. But nevertheless, I was selected to murder him.
Oh, I see.
And told that if I refused, they'd also kill me and my fiancée as well. I decided to get them out of the country. I went to Gallet's home. My fiancée was not there. I knew there was no time to lose. So I tried to take him away by force. He was suspicious. I mean, we suddenly got into a scuffle. And then someone behind me fired a gun. I don't know who it was. And Gallet fell dead.
I see.
I went to my home. Next morning learned that they were looking for me. I got out of the country and in a roundabout way I came to Paris.
A good story. But it doesn't hold water. Gallet was a Nazi leader, and there's too much evidence against you, Minkler. Come on. Let's go down to headquarters.
2 weeks later, Jean Renault returns to Paris. Then, 6 weeks after Austria surrenders, Kurt and Viel escape from the Nazis and make their way to Paris. Jean Renault meets Kurt on the street and asks him to bring Viel to visit him at 16 Rue de Roche.
Come in, Kurt. Well, Viel. It's been a long time. How are you?
Excellent, thank you.
So you two are married. Well, my congratulations. Though I didn't expect it to work out quite this way.
No? Why not?
Well, I always had an idea that you might marry Hans Minkler.
Well, one never knows.
No, Kurt. One never does.
By the way, have you seen Hans? He's in Paris, been here for several weeks.
Has he?
Yes. Don't tell me you haven't seen him.
Well, he told us he was coming to visit you.
Oh, yes. He's in Paris. I wasn't here when he arrived. He left several notes. I found them when I returned.
But do you know where he is now?
Yes. Would you like to see him?
Yes, I would.
Hans is dead.
Dead?
What? Dead?
Yes. He was executed as a Nazi spy.
A Nazi spy?
Yes. I got here too late to help him. They had conclusive evidence against him.
Why, that's ridiculous.
Hans is dead, nevertheless.
But what happened?
Well, it seems Hans got into some trouble in Vienna and came to Paris to see me. In some way, the Sûreté here was informed that he was a Nazi, was coming here to carry on.
But who on earth would accuse Hans of such a thing?
I wonder. But they received a letter from Vienna accusing Hans. The Sûreté found a check on him from a high Nazi official. There was nothing that could save him.
A check from a high Nazi official? Who was the official?
Paul Gallet, Viel's uncle.
What?
Didn't you know about your uncle?
I don't believe it.
Whether you do or not, he was a Nazi. The Secret Service has known it for years. He may or may not have given the check to Hans for Nazi purposes. But the evidence was against Hans. Then the letter came to the Sûreté saying Hans was a Nazi agent. They found him here, arrested him. That's all there was to it.
But who would write such a letter? Hans had no enemies.
Would you like to read the letter?
Oh, yes.
Here it is.
Hans Minkler, under alias of Pierre Cabot, has given evidence of being a Nazi spy. Locate him at 16 Rue de Roche, Paris.
And that's all that was necessary.
How awful. I can't imagine such a thing.
Notice the handwriting, Kurt.
What? Oh, yes. Viel. This is your handwriting.
It is not.
I'm positive. You wrote this.
No.
Don't lie to me. I know your writing. You wrote this letter.
All right. All right, I did. I was convinced that he'd deceived me. I was convinced he killed Uncle. Yes, I wrote it.
How could you?
I never dreamed Uncle was a Nazi. I thought Hans was a Nazi. I was determined to make him suffer. You believe me, don't you?
Yes, Viel. I believe you. But I'm awfully, awfully sorry for you.
Oh, poor Hans. Poor Hans. Oh, I'll never forgive myself.
Yes, Viel, what a terrible injustice you have done. But someday, perhaps you'll learn what really happened to your uncle. It wasn't Hans who killed him. Hans didn't even have a gun, just a pipe. But Hans wanted to get him safely out of the country. And Kurt knew that Hans would never go through with the order of the Secret Seven, so he followed Hans. And when he saw what was happening, he shot Gallet and disappeared and let you think Hans did it. Because Kurt was in love with you, too, Viel.
CBS has presented The Whistler. Original music for this production was composed and conducted by Wilbur Hatch. The Whistler is written and directed by J. Donald Wilson and originates from Columbia Square in Hollywood. Next week, same time,
I, the Whistler, will return to tell you the strange tale of Out of the Fog. Good night.
This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
As we said, just the 16th episode of The Whistler, and quite an interesting tale. Confusing, but some of the early shows were still trying to get their feet under themselves, don't you know? Alrighty, now we'll wrap up this edition of Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox by going to see what's going on in the suburbs with the couple next door.
In case of enemy attack on our country, these two numbers, 640 and 1240, may save your life. They are your Conelrad frequencies. Remember, 640 and 1240.
All right, let's wrap up this edition of the podcast by heading to the suburbs, see what's going on with Peg Lynch and Alan Bunce, the couple next door from 65 years ago today, August 29th, 1960.
CBS Radio brings you The Couple Next Door, written by Peg Lynch and starring Peg Lynch and Alan Bunce.
Yes, all right, Eleanor. Thanks for calling. No, it wasn't too early. We're both up. He's just coming down to breakfast. Yes.
Oh, good morning.
Sure. Well, we'll be seeing you, Eleanor. All right. Goodbye.
Oh, who are you talking to, boy? Isn't it a beautiful morning?
Eleanor, there's your orange juice.
What's the matter with you?
Eleanor was bringing her children over early for a swim in the lake. Now she's not coming. She's taking them off somewhere else for the day for a picnic, she said.
Well, why look so gloomy about it? Does it matter?
Don't try to pretend. You know perfectly well why she isn't coming. She's mad, along with Myra and Ann and the Smiths and the Hadleys and heaven, goodness knows how many of our other friends.
Look, if they're all going to be so darn petty and so small-minded, look, I don't want to talk about it. It's over and done with. Start of a new week. It's a beautiful day, and to heck with it.
It isn't over and done with. You know how touchy people are about their children.
Look, if people are going to enter their kids in a baby contest, they ought to be good sports about it. Everybody can't win. Besides, I was only one of those judges
You
last
should
Saturday.
never have said you'd be a judge in a baby contest at all. I told you to get out of it. That you'd antagonize all our friends who had entered their children, and you knew.
I didn't
I told you
know
that.
when I accepted. I didn't even think about it. And by the time you told me, it was already announced that I was one of the judges. Now, look, they all couldn't win. Anyhow, isn't it better that we picked a little boy and a girl for king and queen that none of us knew at all? I mean, you and I would have been in a worse spot if I'd picked little Sally Lundell and did not pick Myra's Nancy, for example. I mean...
Yes. I suppose that would have been worse. Well, I'm just sorry you got involved in it at all.
Well, I am too.
Embarrassing, and it's...
But look, it is over and done with, and our friends will simmer down. Don't worry. It's just a tempest in a teacup.
I hope so. Mother, I'll never finish these curtains.
Couldn't I finish them home on my machine?
Would you? With the headaches and muscular aches and pains I've had lately, I don't do half I should.
Nobody feels very ambitious with those discomforts. Better do something to get relief.
But how?
I'd try Doan's pills.
Right. Doan's pills are an analgesic and mild diuretic to the kidneys. Nagging backache, also headache, dizziness, and muscular aches and pains may come on with overexertion, emotional upsets, or everyday stress and strain. Doan's pain-relieving action is often the answer, and they also offer mild diuretic action through the kidneys. So if nagging backache is making you feel worn out, tired, and miserable, with restless, sleepless nights, don't wait. Try Doan's pills, used successfully by millions for over 60 years. See if they don't bring you the same welcome relief. Get Doan's pills today. To save money, buy Doan's big economy size.
Fred, may I come in?
Oh, hi.
Guess I should have said Mr. Beitner, huh? Hey, what an elegant office. You've been telling me to stop up and see the new place, so I thought I'd drop in.
Yeah, well, I'm afraid I'm just on my way to an appointment.
How come you didn't show up for lunch, Fred? I mean, none of the gang was there.
Well, I don't know where the rest of them were. I got tied up.
Oh?
Yeah. Well, as I said, I've got to dash to a meeting.
No, wait a minute, will you? Look, you sore about something?
Sore? What should I be sore about?
Oh, now, look, come off it, Fred. You know darn well.
No, I don't know darn well.
Now, look, Fred, when I told Myrtle Ainsley, or whatever her name was, last week that I would be judge of the baby contest at that Rainbow Lake Festival on Saturday, I had no idea what I was getting into. I mean, just put yourself in my place, Fred. I was in a spot. And don't forget, I was only one of the judges, you know?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Wait a minute. You certainly don't think I'm sore because my kid didn't win.
Well,
Oh, I never even gave it a thought. The fact is, I'm not sore at you about anything. That's why I said I didn't know what you were talking about. I was really tied up here at the office. That's why I didn't get to lunch. And I do have a meeting right now. It's just been a heck of a day, that's all.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear it, Fred. Some of our other friends are kind of put out about the darn contest, and, well, frankly, Fred, between you and me, the other two judges were friends, and, well, I think they'd gotten together, because when I said that my choice was your little Peggy, why, they...
Peggy? Her name is Patty.
Well, I mean Patty.
I'll bet you didn't even know my little girl when you saw her.
No, look, Fred,
Excuse me. As I said, pal, I have to go to a meeting.
For goodness sakes, you certainly knew that Fred and Eleanor's youngest was named Patty.
Well,
now
Patty,
you knew
Peggy,
that.
Pammy, Penny, Polly, I don't know. The kids nowadays all sounded like these Sandys and Susies and Sallys and Judys.
No
people.
wonder Fred was mad.
Look, Fred
Blame
was
him.
mad when I walked into his office. He pretended he never gave the baby contest a second thought. He says, oh, no. He wasn't sore about a thing, but I could tell he was. It was
And then to
obvious.
get his daughter's name wrong, and I'll bet Fred was right. I'll bet you really didn't know Patty when you saw her in the contest. Did you? Did you know Patty when you walked around? Did you know her?
Honey.
No, that was Fred's?
Now, darling, look, all those children were cute. They were. Now, every single one of those kids was as cute as a nickel. I mean, it was ridiculous to pick one little girl and one little boy to be king and queen because every single child there was cute. And when I saw them parading in front of us, I wondered how we'd ever, single it down. And all those mothers and fathers, of course, were watching us with gimlet eyes and muttering to themselves.
Well, I certainly would never want to judge a baby contest. I'm surprised you weren't mobbed when the decision was made. I really am.
As soon as we made the decision, we judges just jumped in our cars and tore off.
I have to start dinner. Betsy has Bobby outside. She was sort of hoping you'd go swimming with them when you got home.
Yeah, all right, fine. I do feel funny, though, about Fred.
You said our friends will get over it in time.
I mean, it's so silly. If they just put themselves in my position, they'd know that I couldn't have picked every one of their children, and I wasn't the only judge.
All right. Why don't we forget it? I mean, let's stop talking about it, huh? Go on, get into your swimming trunks. Oh, you get it. It must be the paper boy. The day he collects and I haven't any change.
All right. I'll see him. I got some change, and I'll talk to him also about throwing the paper in the bushes the way he does.
Check the catch on that front screen door, too, will you, dear? Doesn't seem to be catching properly.
Yeah, all right, okay.
Mr. Piper.
Oh, yes, how do you do? I mean, I was expecting the paper boy.
My name is Rowe, Mrs. Walker J. Rowe. I'd like to talk to you, if I may, if you have a few minutes.
Oh, yes, of course. Wouldn't you come in? I'm sorry, Mrs. My wife just said the screen door wasn't catching properly. She just said, come in, won't you? Come in.
I didn't get a chance to meet you on Saturday. I was the chairman of the Rainbow Lake Festival, and I had to be in a dozen places at once.
Oh.
The baby contest was over.
Look, don't talk about that baby contest. I'm sorry I was ever a judge. My friends are all indignant that I didn't pick their children.
Well, I'm afraid the baby contest is exactly what I've come to talk to you about. I'm going around to see the other two judges to see if anything can be done about it.
Well, what do you mean, done about what?
Didn't you know? The little boy you selected as the king should never have been in the contest. He's from out of town, from Fairbanks, Alaska. He was just visiting his grandparents, and his grandmother entered him in the contest.
Oh, well, I don't see what we can do about it now.
But I have to do something. I'm nearly out of my mind with all the phone calls I've had. Everybody blames me. I suppose it's the $25 prize money, which I was opposed to from the very beginning, but the committee voted me down. And now the mothers are calling me up to say the little boy should be disqualified and the money returned and given to the runner-up.
Well, we didn't pick any runner-up. I mean, we selected a girl and a boy for king and queen.
I know, but I thought if you judges could get together and now give me the name of another little boy in the contest, we could pretend you had considered him and...
Excuse me, I certainly don't think you should take a prize away from a child after you've awarded it to him. No. Look, Mrs. Rowe, please leave me out of all this, which I've had enough headache with it anyhow.
I can't leave you out of it. You were one of the judges. One of the women said she was writing a letter to the editor. Another said she was a friend of the mayor's. And if this stirs up a hornet's nest, the city council can refuse to let us use the pavilion grounds next year for the festival. And with the election coming up, our representative, who is honorary chairman of the festival, doesn't want to antagonize the voters.
No, for the love of Mike, please just leave me out of it. Please just leave me out of it.
What is the matter?
We'll return to the couple next door in just a moment. Something for the birds? Well, about all we can offer in that department is the annual reminder that it's time for all you birds to keep a sharp eye peeled for woolly worms. Now, something for people? Well, listen to this.
This is Gary Moore, and I'm saying now that Bing and Rosie are the kind of company I appreciate on CBS Radio.
Bing Crosby here, and the attractive blonde at my side is Miss Rosemary Clooney.
Hi there.
And that's just a bird's eye view, more or less, of what you can expect each and every morning, Monday through Friday, over CBS Radio. There's Art Linkletter's House Party, Arthur Godfrey, Gary Moore and Durward Kirby, and Bing and Rosie. All on CBS Radio to entertain you. And that's not for the birds, either.
Well, my goodness, dear, I think you should have let me give that woman a cup of tea or something. She shouldn't have gone off like that. Driving a car, she was nearly hysterical. I don't think you were very nice to her. I really
look,
don't. No, you weren't, dear. No, you
I
weren't.
was nice to her. I just don't want any more now. This baby contest, I've had enough of it.
Well, I certainly didn't realize there was $25 involved.
Oh, yeah, sure. $25 to each one. The boy who was chosen to be the king and the girl chosen to be the queen each get
Well,
$25.
I don't think once a prize has been awarded to a child like that it should be taken back.
Darling, don't you realize the boy who was picked doesn't live here?
I know.
You know where he lives? He lives in Fairbanks, Alaska. He was visiting his grandparents here.
I know that, but I don't think since he won fairly that he should be asked to return the money, or his grandparents should be asked, even if he's disqualified. I mean, if they want to announce that the runner-up is now king of the baby contest, they should raise another $25 to give him. That's what they should do.
There was no runner-up. I told you that they were all cute kids. We just decided we had to pick arbitrarily. We had to pick one boy and one girl. So what we did was practically close our eyes and point. Look, I don't want to talk any more about it. I'm going to get into my swimming trunks. To heck with it. Betsy's waiting, and I'm going swimming.
Alaska's one of our newest states. I don't think the boy should be disqualified at all just because he was here visiting. That's a terrible thing to do. Not only to the child, but to Alaska. I mean it. I think we should have more sense of gracious hospitality. Taking his prize money and his king's crown away from a little boy? Be fine publicity in the papers in Alaska. They'd be furious.
Well,
I wouldn't blame them.
I don't think we're going to have our own little private war with Fairbanks, Alaska, over a baby contest.
I have a school friend who lives in Alaska, and she's just darling.
What has that got to do with anything?
I don't know, but the issue at stake is no longer a baby contest. I'll write a letter to the editor myself. And if the representative thinks he can win votes by appeasing a few influential parents whose children didn't win, I will line up the Women's Club squarely behind this issue, and he'll see the voters he won't get. Now, that's what I'll
honey,
do.
please, now I ask you, please, just stay out of it. Will you just
stay out of it? It's too late, dear. We're in it.
No, darling.
Now, I warned you not to be a judge in a baby contest. And if you'd listened to me, I wouldn't have had to withdraw Bobby's name. And your own son, who is just darling, might have been crowned king and gotten $25, too. Which I didn't know there was even plenty. He's just
never
darling.
Again, I am telling you, never again.
The Couple Next Door stars Peg Lynch and Alan Bunce.
Never judge a beauty contest. 65 years ago, August 29, 1960, The Couple Next Door here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Make sure you join us for our Saturday show with Gunsmoke and Have Gun Will Travel, The Screen Director's Playhouse, an episode from 74 years ago, Mother is a Freshman, starring Loretta Young, reprising her role for the 1949 comedy motion picture. And we'll see what else is going on with Peg Lynch and Alan Muntz, The Couple Next Door. Have a great Friday and a great weekend ahead. We'll see you on Saturday for more Classic Radio Theater. I'm Wyatt Cox.